The stands here starting to fill up a little bit. We talked to Westlake's athletic director earlier today, and he said that they're approaching a sellout.
Yes.
So obviously a lot of excitement around this game. So what are you looking to see tonight? Because, you know, obviously a tough game last week for Westlake.
Yes.
They had to will themselves to that last win. What are you expecting in this game tonight?
You know, here's the great thing about this. We picked against Westlake last week, right? And they still pulled it off in a close game against Creekside, who has a defense that is out of this world, right? They have a freshman quarterback, RJ Johnson. He, to me, is one of the better freshman quarterbacks in the country. He brought them back last week, took a tough shot towards the end of the game, got knocked out, but was able to still lead that team. We are going to see what he can do today on this big stage.
All right, we got Brianna Dalquist down on the field. She's part of our team coverage tonight. Let's send it back to her and see what she's got. Brianna.
Alive, and it is the most wonderful time of the year. That's right, we're talking about football season. Cam Newton Classic. Hello, we've got some people from Montgomery, Alabama, taking on Atlanta's very own. You guys don't want to miss. So stay tuned for the most and coverage from Born to Compete and 11 Alive. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Brianna. We got Jeff Davis out on the field. Westlake setting up to take the field. Westlake in their black uniforms. Tonight we got Jeff Davis in the white. Jeff Davis 0-1 this season. These two teams, they're never going to see each other again. This is the only time they're going to play each other. So how special is this game, Alex, for a team like Jeff Davis to come out here to make this trip to play a great team like Westlake?
You know, here's the thing. Jeff Davis is very competitive over in Alabama. They won a lot of ball games over there, so they know what they're doing here. And I always tell people this. You don't drive hours down the road to come play around. It's a business trip. They are here to play. They are here to put up points on the scoreboard. And hey, they want to ruin what Westlake has going on out here tonight. So look for Jeff Davis to come out playing some ball.
And the Volunteers are ready. Their kickoff team is out on the field. Westlake just took the field. Lions getting their kickoff return team out there. And we are just minutes away from getting this game going out. I haven't seen Cam Newton yet. He's supposed to be making an appearance.
Yes. I know he's going to be here for tonight and for tomorrow all day. That's the crazy thing about it. With his events, he is here all day long. How many NFL players you know would do something like that?
All right, we got Corey Dixon and Jakari Christian back deep from Westlake. Excuse me, that's Michael Robinson back there. Back deep from Westlake, and kickoff is about to happen. Kickoff of the annual Cam Newton Classic. Streaming right now on live.com and Facebook. You can catch the best highlights from tonight's game on Team 1-1. That will be coming up at 11:15 on 11 Alive. So if you miss anything tonight, be sure to cut on 11 Alive and catch the highlights. This is our game of the week. All right. Here's the kickoff. Michael Robinson takes it. Down at the 22-yard line.
And he picks up a good amount of yards, getting back to the 20-yard line. And, we're going to see what this Westlake offense can do. Brand new coaching staff. Coach Reed is gone now. He's down there with the Griffin Bears. They won pretty big last week. So here we go. We're going to see what Westlake can do. Week 2 with this new coaching staff.
Westlake offense taking the field.
Quarterback for the Lions, we have number 15. Senior backfield, number 20.
Handoff up the middle. Ball carrier taken down, pick up 3 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Lions.
I think if you're looking at that offensive line, you can see they were actually able to get some good push right there. It's just go ahead and get comfortable with that RPO and see if they can go ahead and get some better continuity between the running back and the quarterback. Get that ball, that handoff, that exchange better, and get up the field.
sophomore running back Jakari Christian on the carry. Drop back. Jimmy Inman is sacked for a loss of 3 on the play. So we got 3rd and long for the Lions.
They are lucky Westlake offensive lineman was able to go ahead and get that ball because he put that ball on the ground. We're going to see if they stay with Jimmy or if they make a change at the quarterback. And from what I've been hearing, they're going 2 and 2. So for those at home that are listening, basically going 2 series with Jimmy at quarterback and then 2 series with RJ at quarterback.
The Lions struggling early. Jimmy Inman is picked off at the 32-yard line. So the Volunteers will start things off with a shortened field. Not the start that Westlake wanted, Benson.
No. German sat back in his zone. I'm not sure if Jimmy, the quarterback from Westlake, saw him. You know, obviously he got late to his count there in his head, his clock in his head. He let the ball go. Bad decision. I know he wished he could have that back.
For the Volunteers, we have number 4.
Oh, they're saying it wasn't picked off. Excuse me. So we got 4th and long.
Okay.
Looked like an interception from
Yeah, it looks like an
Excuse us. We're all the way up top here. We don't have the luxury of replay in high school games. So, look, they act like it was an interception. I thought it was an interception. All right, so we got 4th and 9. Grants lead back deep for the kick for Jeff Davis. The punt is blocked. Jeff Davis all over it, and they will start things off with a shortened field. Goes out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Volunteers firing on all cylinders.
Wow, I tell you what, that's something they had to see on film because they brought the house with that one right there. They came to get it. And I tell you what, that's something that Westlake has to work on special teams. Last week they had a kick return for a touchdown by Creekside. And here it is, they have a punt block by Jeff Davis.
So what we thought was a bad start for Jeff, or for Westlake, excuse me, turned out to be a worse start.
Yes, it did, yes.
So Volunteers starting things off, 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Marcus Webb takes the snap. Ball is tipped. 2nd and 8. 2nd and goal for Jeff Davis. And hey, Cam Newton down on the field in the opposite red zone on the Westlake sideline. He's got him hot in that hoodie.
Well, you know, I tell you what, Cam, for those that know him, he is not afraid to dress. We'll put it that way.
Of course, he's got his hat on too, but hey, all right, so Jeff Davis, now we got the handoff to Terrence Reed. The flag down on the play. And I think this one's going to be coming back.
Well, you see why they ran that screen earlier. They knew that Westlake's defense and more specifically, that defensive line gets after it. And so they're trying to calm that defensive line down.
We have a false start on the offense. The ball will be pushed back 5 yards. Replay 2nd down, 2nd and goal from the 12-yard line for the Volunteers.
That penalty was on the offense for the Volunteers.
And I'm looking over in those Volunteer stands. They traveled okay. Coming from Montgomery? That's
not
okay
bad,
travel.
not bad. You know, here's the thing about Atlanta, man. They'll get here a little bit later because the traffic will be something to deal with.
Snap to Marcus Webb. He's feeling the pressure. Rolls out to the right. We got a flag on the play. Marcus Webb dancing around, taken down in the backfield by Jarrell Colbrith, but a flag is down in the territory of holding.
Lots of yards on the play, plus a penalty.
Waiting for the official call.
You know, Glaze, I think I saw you with one of Cam's hats on. I'm pretty sure I saw that.
I couldn't pull off one of those hats.
Yeah?
And it is holding.
Holding will be assessed against the Volunteers.
So Jeff Davis moving the ball the wrong way.
Yes. here's what you'll see. You can tell if a defensive line is playing very, very well. You're going to see a lot of false starts on the offensive line. You're going to see holding penalties on the offensive line. And then you'll see the offensive coordinator try to get out of that stuff with moving the quarterback around out the pocket, quick screens, a quick play, go to a quick game in the passing game, trying to get that ball out of his hands.
So not a clean start to this game. Jeff Davis, 2nd and goal from the 27-yard line. That is Marcus Webb on the keeper, making some magic happen, and he's finally taken down at the 13-yard line.
Like I told you, that defensive line will be coming. And they're going to have to figure out what they're going to do with this defensive line sooner or later.
3rd and goal for the Volunteers from the 13. So we got to pick up of 14 yards for the Volunteers. Still a long way to go. They want to start this opening drive with some points. Marcus Webb in the shotgun. We have a timeout taken by Jeff Davis. So the teams will take some time to talk this one over.
Right now, I think Jeff Davis is trying to figure out, okay, where can we become successful at this? Is it running inside? Which they had a little bit of success with that, but, they had an offside penalty, holding penalty. Or, it's time to see if we can win some 50-50 balls outside. Throw it up and let's see what happens.
Early on, we see that both teams want to spread it out.
They do, yes.
And both of these defensive lines, they're playing angry. They're coming at you.
Yes. The one thing that's not talked about a lot is how Westlake has had, a good amount of first-rounders in the NFL draft, and I think you got one here in the stands here, A.J. Terrell. He's going to be one, we think, in the future, the cornerback out of Clemson.
Westlake has had a ton of talent on the football field and in other sports as well. 3rd and long, Marcus Webb in the shotgun. Rance Lee in motion, takes the handoff. Lee swallowed up in the backfield by the Lions defense. The Lions defense gets the tackle in the backfield, and the defense holds. And it looks like they are sending out the field goal unit.
And it's the same thing we talked about earlier. That defense that Westlake has, very athletic, very aggressive, play fast and physical. They're going to get to the ball. So Jeff Davis has to figure out a way where they can move the ball consistently.
Snap is up. Cardenas' kick is blocked. So special teams. A couple of highlights early on in this one.
Yeah, you have a block punt earlier with Jeff Davis, and now you have a blocked field goal with Westlake. I don't know if the coaches have to coach special teams up a little bit better. I'm not sure if we should say that or not, but I do know some things have to change, because here's the deal. That's going to happen all game long if they don't fix it.
Lions offense taking over at the 18-yard line. Hoping to have a more successful drive than their opening drive.
And we'll see if they take advantage of Jimmy's skills at quarterback. Jimmy's more of a runner. So we're going to see if they take advantage of those skills that he has.
Handoff is to number 21.
Handoff taken down the sideline by Christian. For a first down. Pickup of 13 yards.
And that was a great job by the offensive line, that tackle. He was able to help that running back get outside and get some yards.
Lions back on the line quickly. Snap taken. It's going to be a keeper. Swallowed up by the Volunteers for a loss of 3 yards.
Again, we talked about both defensive lines, right? Getting after the football, and here you go. Jeff Davis, defensive line, getting in the backfield, making a play. And here's what they're doing at the end of the day, destroying that line of scrimmage. It looks like Westlake, if they're going to get something, has to get back outside again to get some positive yards.
Jimmy Inman in the shotgun again. Takes the snap. Quick pass out to his guy. Incomplete. Third and 12 for Westlake. Jimmy Inman drops back, flush out of the pocket, eyes downfield, has a guy. Pass is dropped by Derek Britt, and that will bring up fourth down. All right, they're calling it a catch on the field, but again.
That call could have went either way.
Listen.
Yeah.
I had the angle.
You had the angle.
That was a drop. But you know what? The ref didn't have the angle, and they don't have replay.
Well, you know
what?
Hey,
first down Westlake.
There you go. A little bit of home cooking sometimes.
The Jimmy Inman shotgun. Flag. Encroachment on the Volunteers, so some free yards for Westlake.
And I'll tell you what, one good thing Jimmy did do is he recognized that he needed to buy some more time to find his man. Rolls out to the left.
Kept his eyes upfield.
Kept his eyes upfield. You know, you can say complete the pass or, hey, the ref gave him one, but either way, the play happened.
Rule the catch, it's a catch.
There you go.
Inman hands it off. That is Zina Mubla, the pickup of 5. So second and short for Westlake. Jimmy Inman's pass caught on the far sideline by Chase Lloyd.
Let me tell you something. For those that haven't had a chance to see Chase Lloyd, listen, if they go downfield with him, this kid is going to put on a show, man. He is absolutely electric. You know, here's the deal. If Jimmy can get that ball out to those receivers just a little bit better, he's going to give them a chance to run. And when they get that ball in their hand, they're special.
Great hands catch for Chase Lloyd and a great first down for Westlake. Inman hands it off on first down. That was Zina Mubla, swallowed up in the backfield by the Jeff Davis defenders for a loss of 2 yards on the play. So it'll be second and 12 for Westlake.
And Jeff Davis is showing a too high look, guys. And here's the deal. If they're showing a too high look, that means that coach has so much confidence in his front that he's not worried about the run at all right now.
Jimmy Inman, pass over the middle.
Oh, nice.
Caught by Rodney Shelley, and Shelley gets in for the touchdown. But not so fast. Refs are talking at the 36-yard line. Celebration cut short. And it's looking like this one's coming back, illegal man downfield.
They're going to be real unhappy about that on the sideline. Here's one thing I can say, though. In those two high looks, with those two safeties high, the middle of the field is wide open for you. And that's exactly what they did. Those coaches recognized it on the sideline from Westlake and went right after it.
I'll tell you what, though, that's what you like to see from your wide receiver, Shelley, going over the middle, fearless, snagged it with two hands, came down, and booked it.
And look here, as a former wide receiver, I'll tell you one thing. We're always open.
But you don't love that penalty.
No, not at all.
So Westlake will have a long way to go now. The ball spotted at the 49-yard line. They need to get all the way to the 27-yard line.
We got a long way to go.
We got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Oh, they moved them up now, so I guess it was spotted wrong. Ball spotted at the 44-yard line. Inman scanning the defense. Quick pass to Derek Britt. Britt makes some guys miss and gets back to the original line of scrimmage and more. So 3rd and manageable now.
I'll tell you what, I like what the Westlake coaches are doing. Watch what they're doing here. They're giving Jimmy some easy passes. You're seeing a lot of screens, some curls, some hitches, and then when he goes across the middle of the field, they're guaranteed
up a little bit, and he is swallowed up for a loss on the play by Jeff Davis defender, Murphy. So 4th and 11. 4th and 11. Westlake's offense still on the field. Timeout, Jeff Davis.
And Jimmy knows he wished he could have that play back, because here's the deal. If you see it's breaking down for you and you looked in your pass routes and you didn't see anything open for yourself, then make that decision and go. Make that decision and go. Don't play around with it. So I know he wished he could have that play back, but at the end of the day, it wasn't necessarily a negative play because it wasn't a turnover, it wasn't an interception or a fumble, so they'll live with that.
4:14 to go in the first quarter here of the Cam Newton Classic. No score. Westlake taking on Jeff Davis out of Montgomery, Alabama. When we resume play, Westlake will have 4th and 11 from the 38-yard line. Offense hasn't been able to do much. When they have, it's been laundry on the field, so it's been far from a clean game so far. So I'm sure neither of these coaches are happy with what they've seen so far.
No, especially because you took points off the scoreboard. And as a coach, that'll drive you crazy. So we'll see if they can go back to the middle of the field again. They're still too high. But we'll see if that middle linebacker is dropping deep into that coverage.
Jeff Davis showing blitz on that left side. Inman recognizes. Motion. Jimmy Inman dropped back. Flushed out of the pocket again, signaling for his guy to keep going. Slips a tackle, but he is taken down short of the first down. So the Volunteers will take over at the 33-yard line.
When you saw that Westlake man go in motion, the receiver, what you're seeing is they're trying to see if the defense is in man or zone. There was a zone look, but unfortunately for Westlake, that Jeff Davis defensive line made it in the backfield, and the routes didn't come open fast enough for Jimmy. So he had to do something with the ball.
Westlake defense got a nice little break. They're back on the field now. Jeff Davis opening things up. Marcus Webb in the shotgun, takes a snap, looks deep, doesn't like it, tries to dump it off to Rance Lee. Ball's incomplete.
Yeah, Alex, and that's what we said earlier. You're going to see a lot of screens because, again, what they're trying to do, they're trying to figure out a way. If you look at this defensive line from Westlake, they're coming after you. They're trying to get after the quarterback. And so they're trying to find a way to calm them down. And when I say calm them down, try to stop making that defensive line coming up the field so hard.
2nd and long for Jeff Davis. Ball's handed off to Rance Lee. Swallowed up in the backfield by Adrian Hay.
That was a great play.
Great play by the Westlake defense. And it will be 3rd and long. Seems like I've been saying that all day, but 3rd and long for the Volunteers.
Well, you know, the main thing, you want that big defensive end to set the edge for you. That's the most important thing. You don't want nobody to get outside, and he did a fantastic job by that, getting to the running back, not allowing him to get outside and making a play in the backfield.
Marcus Webb takes the snap, drops back, lets it go. He's got his man. That is Reginald Summage. And it's going to be enough for a first down. Ball stopped at the 46-yard line. An absolute backbreaker for this Westlake defense. You had him 3rd and long and give up that first down.
Well, Jeff Davis finally understood that, look, man, you got to throw the ball down the field. And there are some spots in that zone defense where it's open for you, but you got to take a chance, throw the ball down the field.
So we got a first down for the Volunteers at the Westlake 46-yard line.
Going with a man look now, switching to a zone.
Marcus Webb, pump, fakes, keeps it, just slides. Thought about maybe trying to fight for a couple extra yards.
He made a business decision.
Decided that he was going to live to see another day.
Yeah, well, you know what? Look, school's on Monday.
Yeah.
What was Labor Day? So school's on Tuesday. He understands, he has work to do.
Looked like Justin Nelson would have had something to say if Mr. Webb decided he wasn't going to slide there. So second and long for the Volunteers. Ball is handed off to Ernest George.
Big hit.
Pick up a yard, 3rd and 10 for Jeff Davis.
And here's what Westlake has done on defense. They've said, look, we're not playing zone anymore. We gave you that one right there in the middle of the field. If you watch, they're walking down and they're pressing. This is man-on-man defense. This is I am better than you type defense. We're going to see what Jeff Davis can do and how they respond.
Another 3rd and long situation for this Westlake defense.
They're coming.
LaTron White in motion. False start. So Volunteers moving the wrong way once again. Hey, we're not even out of the first quarter, and just too many penalties.
Too many penalties, but I tell you what, there's been some plays made, though. You had 2 on special teams with the block punt and the block field goal, and then you had Westlake with a touchdown. Obviously, like you said, another penalty, which took some points off the scoreboard. Let's see if Westlake tries to blitz again.
3rd and, by my count, 15 for the Volunteers. Marcus Webb takes the snap. That Westlake defensive line is coming after him. Webb looking downfield, nothing there.
Yeah. School's on Tuesday. School's on Tuesday. Got to make sure you make it there.
It is going to be 4th and long, and a penalty flag down on the field. I think that is going to be for grounding.
Yeah, I think so too.
I didn't see anybody over there.
He started running to the sideline. I think he saw his coach and just went ahead and tossed him the ball. It looked like one of those moments.
Waving off the flag. No flag for grounding, so somebody must have been over there. They blend in with that sideline. We can't see him. Cam Newton, as the temperature continues to drop here at Westlake High School, that hoodie looking more comfortable.
Yeah, it is. We might have to get one. Let's see if we can get one. They got a little
still
store
not cold
down
enough
there.
for me to get a hoodie. All right.
Uh-oh, ball on the ground.
It's snapped.
Yep.
Still gets the kicked off a little bit. Ball is picked up.
He got a chance. He's got a chance.
Terrell has a chance, and he is in for a touchdown. Special teams.
We just said it earlier.
Special teams making the play, and it all started with that bobbled snap.
Yes.
Oh, and that pressure by the Westlake line to get back there.
I'll tell you what, Avion Terrell, how cool is this? His brother is right there in the stands, A.J. Terrell, the Clemson cornerback. They had the pick 6 in the national championship game. Hey, I know he's excited. And here's one thing, they consider him at the cornerback position one of the best freshmen in the country. A couple weeks ago, he had a pick 6, and then this week he takes a punt back to the house.
And his brother, a proud,
yes.
Look at that smile.
Yeah.
The whole family. He got his orange pants on too.
Very cool.
And I'm sure he's happy with how that game went down last night. Clemson and Georgia Tech.
Well, that's probably why he's here. He probably left in the 3rd quarter or something.
Yeah.
It was over.
Back here at the Cam Newton Classic, Westlake on the board first After the missed extra point, it is 6-0. Lions have the lead as time ticks down in the first quarter. We have 37 seconds left on the clock. Special teams really been the story so far in this one, Benson.
I was going to give the credit to the punter for absolutely, hanging in there and getting that ball off, but they weren't able to cover down. They weren't able to cover down, and Avion made a great decision, picked the ball up, and scored a touchdown. And like you said, you had a block punt, a block field goal. Special teams is kind of the theme of the first quarter, and we're going to see if the coaches can make the adjustment to fix those issues.
And a smart play by Avion, too, to not only get the ball and secure it, but to have the awareness to know that, hey, I can advance this thing.
Go score.
I can take it.
Go score.
Look, he just saw the end zone.
Yes, go score.
Because nobody was in front of him, so.
Well, look here, man. You want to make the highlights, make a big play.
That's right.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we'll see that one on Huddle later tonight. But it's 6-0. Back here, Westlake getting ready to kick off to Jeff Davis out of Montgomery, Alabama here for the Cam Newton Classic as time winds down in the first quarter. Defense and special teams really stole the show so far in this one, but still plenty of time for the offenses to show up in this one. We got a short kick.
I thought he called a fair catch on that one.
All over for Jeff Davis, and he is going to be taken down at the 24-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Alex, I thought he caught a fair catch on that one right there, but I think the refs just went ahead and let it go.
I thought I saw his hand wave.
I saw it too.
All right, so Jeff Davis, 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Benson, if you're the Volunteers, you just trying to get to the second quarter right now, or are you trying to make something happen?
Here's what they have to do. Take it one step at a time. First thing they need to concentrate on is getting 4 yards on first down. Get 4 yards on first down, put yourself, you got a timeout here on the field. Our sideline warning. So what Jeff Davis really has to do here is find a way to get ahead of the sticks. That's really what they have to do. With the screens and everything like that, they don't seem to be working for you. Go to your money plays, go to your 4-yard plays, go to your 5-yard plays, and just get ahead of the sticks and move the chains and see what happens from there. Right now, they can't really get anything going on offense, so go with your money plays.
Volunteers 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. Marcus Webb hands it off. And Rance Lee showing some speed there.
And that's what you saw. They brought in extra blockers, and they said, okay, let's go to our safe plays. Let's go to our plays that's going to guarantee us 4 yards, 5 yards. And let's go there.
That wasn't Rance Lee. That was Ernest George there. Ernest George with the pickup there for the Volunteers. And now we are going to go into the second quarter. After 1 quarter of action, Westlake leads this thing 6-0 in the annual Cam Newton Classic. And let's send it down to Brianna Dahlquist, who is down there with the Westlake cheerleaders. Brianna, what you got?
Hey guys, I am live on the field with Atlanta's very own Westlake High School cheerleaders. What are you so excited about tonight?
We're excited to play this team from Alabama and show them what we got and just come home with a win.
All right. Now what are you excited about?
I'm excited that Westlake has been able to get the opportunity to bring everything they have on the field.
All right, ladies.
Let's go Lions!
Back to you guys.
All right, we're getting ready to start the second quarter. Jeff Davis down 6 points. Their offense is on the field. Benson, 1 quarter in the books. What are you taking away from that first quarter?
To me, I think Westlake is the better team right now. I think that's what we're seeing, but they've made mistakes. So they had a touchdown called back. They had a punt block. So we'll see what they can do when they get back on offense. But right now, we're looking at their defense. And here's what I'm going to say. Jeff Davis is going to go between the tackles right now. That's what they're going to do. They're going to go with something safe, move the ball. As you see, they brought in extra blockers. And they're going to try to move the ball, run between these tackles. Let's see if they try to go with a screenplay here.
2nd and short. Marcus Webb pitches it.
There we go.
The big fella. That's a big running back right there. Woo. Gyrate German. Taking down enough for the first down. I'll tell you what. I'm not going to call out anybody because coaches, look, I know how coaches are. They might come back and watch this thing. But I think I saw a couple guys move out of the way there.
Yeah.
That's a train. I don't know. You might have been a couple business decisions made right there.
Again, as we say, school opens on Tuesday. They want to make sure they got homework to do. Hey, good call with that short toss, and the kid cut it back up the field and got somewhere.
So first down for the Volunteers. Marcus Webb hands it off. Ernest George taken down in the backfield. And this Lions defensive line, Westlake has the ball, but they're going to say he was down. This defensive line really has just been special so far.
You got a lot of guys, man, that are being looked at by different colleges on that defensive line. And here's what we can say, what Westlake has already decided to do. Again, we're going to play man defense. We're not afraid to walk up our cornerbacks. And we're going to blitz from that linebacker position just because we believe in that secondary so much. So when you have something like that happen, the defensive line is free to do whatever they want to do. So they're coming.
Second and 12 for Jeff Davis. Marcus Webb all alone in the backfield. I don't think we've seen this empty look from Jeff Davis just yet. They're going up top. Incomplete. There's nothing there.
Hey, Alex, you knew that was coming. You knew that they had to try. They tried the screen plays. They've been trying to run between the tackles. You know, right there, that last play kind of, it does something to a coach. When you say we're trying to run between tackles and you can't even get a yard and you lose some yards, that does something to a coach. So right now he's just taking a shot and trying to get some positive yards.
So now we got 3rd and long. We've got 3rd and long for Jeff Davis. Ball snapped. Marcus Webb looking downfield again. Checks down to Ernest George. Incomplete. So punt team coming onto the field again. The last time they were out there,
I'll tell you right now, the coach is holding his breath.
Westlake turned that into 6 points.
The coach is holding his breath right now. He's hoping, please, I just want to get the ball off. That's all he wants to do, get the ball off.
For the Lions, you have a speedster, number 6, Robinson.
4th and long. For Jeff Davis. Punt almost blocked again.
Yes. He got some room.
That is Micah Robinson hitting the sideline for the Lions, and he gets all the way down to the 25. No, they're calling him out at the 30-yard line. No, 25-yard line. Hold on there, wait.
Well, with a punt like that, it came out so fast, made it to the returner, that he had a lot of room to work with. So if he can get to his wall, get where he needs to go, he can pick up some yards, and that's exactly what he did.
Great field position for Westlake to start this thing. The offense needs a spark. We just saw the huddle break. What do the Westlake coaches just tell their players?
All right, so they got the freshman quarterback coming in right now, R.J. Johnson. Either look for them to run the ball, or one thing he's been really good at.
What does that tell you when we have a quarterback change right now?
Well, they have a two-quarterback system.
Okay.
Both of the quarterbacks are very good. Jimmy's more of the runner. RJ's more of the passer. Look for him to go up top.
RJ Johnson, first play, going up top. Picked.
Whoa. Oh, is it a catch?
Hold on, touchdown. Oh, my. It looked like it was picked off. The defender lost it, and Westlake comes down with it for another touchdown.
I told you.
They're calling it a touchdown on the field.
I told you guys, Chase Lloyd is special. A very underrated player. Here's what you do with a freshman quarterback.
That's a 50-50 ball.
There you go. Here's what you do with your freshman quarterback. Hey, who's your ball player out there? Who's your playmaker? Find him, throw him the ball. And that's exactly what they did right there.
So we had Chase Lloyd.
Wow, another block.
Chase Lloyd have a touchdown callback earlier. This one, that one not called back. So Westlake.
Another block. Another block.
Extra point is blocked, so Westlake up 12-0 with 10 minutes left into the second quarter.
Hey, man, I think there's going to be special teams practice after the game. Turn the car lights on. Let's go over here to the practice field. We got to practice. We got to figure this thing out.
Special teams has been the difference in this one. Until that last touchdown, it's really been all this game's been about special teams. Westlake leading Jeff Davis out of Montgomery, Alabama, 12-0 with 10 minutes left in the second quarter of the Cam Newton Classic. This is the beginning of a really exciting weekend of high school football here.
You know, here's the thing, Alex. We've seen some great things around the state so far. You've seen some teams that's really trying to separate themselves. Whether you have McEachern or you have Marietta, and that looks like a two-man race up there. Those guys are playing some football up there. With McEachern with the new coach, Coach Franklin, he's done a great job, and he's trying to bring the physicality to McEachern. And that's all they've been missing, the physicality. You know, Marietta, obviously, with all their players doing a great job over there.
Jeff Davis still hoping to get something going. Kickoff going to be returned for them. And that is Donald Harris taken down at the 16-yard line.
So we got that part down. Punt, field goal, they're having some issues. Kickoff, they seem to be okay right now. Both teams are covering down well on that.
On special teams.
Jeff Davis offense back out on the field. Trying to get something going in this one. They've shown flashes, but haven't been able to make that big play yet to get on the scoreboard. For the first time today, we have Marcus Webb under center. Rolls out to his right, keeps it. It's going to be a pickup of 6 yards. They're calling him out short, pickup of 4 yards. So 2nd and 6 for the Volunteers.
This has been their most successful formation because they've been able to get protection out of that. And I'm surprised the coaches haven't stayed with it. Here's the thing. It's not flashy.
They've had a lot of success outside.
Yes. It's not flashy. It's not going to get you, you know, your 80-yard play or anything like that. But sometimes it's about, again, staying ahead of the sticks, moving the chains. And right now, if they have any more mistakes, they're going to really get down the scoreboard. It's going to make it tough on them.
Well, you're saying it's not going to get you 80 yards. With a player like Marcus Webb and the speed that he's shown, it could. Webb keeps it. Looks like he picked up a yard. So it'll be 3rd and 6 for the Volunteers.
And I'm curious to see what type of defense Westlake plays here. You know, are they going to –
Westlake, why don't you just bring the house?
Why not? It's been successful. Because when they sat back in that zone, it got them in trouble. Now, you see here.
Linebacker looks like he's coming.
Yep.
He does. Marcus Webb, pass complete for the first down. He finds Tavares Womack for the first down at the 38-yard line. So first down, Volunteers. That's what you want to see from your quarterback if you're on that Volunteer sideline on 3rd and 6.
The big thing was they picked up the blitz finally. They were able to block it up for their quarterback. Here they go, back down between tackles.
Gets a quick start. Hand off to Ernest George. Picks up 9 yards on the play.
And see, now you're starting to see Jeff Davis get a rhythm. That's what they needed.
And it looks like the Volunteers are going to try to tempo him.
By number 9, Millsap.
Not giving Westlake's defense time to really set up. That's Webb
Good
on
call,
the keeper.
good call.
Picks up the first down, crosses midfield, down at the 44-yard line.
So for those that just watched that right there, that's football 101. If you're a quarterback and you get around some heat, get down. Get down. Get down to save yourself for the next play.
This Jeff Davis offense looks like they want to just keep it rolling.
This is smart right here. This is smart right here. You got tempo on them. Westlake got some big guys. You got to get them running.
They're taking a minute to check the sideline now. Webb hands it off. Hand off to Joshua Richardson. For a pick up of 5 yards down at the 40-yard line.
And what they've done with that tempo, they've made Westlake come out of that man. They made them come out of that aggressive attacking defense. Let's see if they make the change right here. Now they put number 11 back in the ball game. German, the running back in the ball game with Jeff Davis. Let's see if they give him the ball.
Yeah, it is the big fella, and hey, that is Jared German off to the races. Finally, pushed out of bounds. They're marking him out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, you knew he was going to get that ball as soon as he came in the game. As soon as I saw him check in, you knew he was going to get the ball because last time he ran the ball so well.
All right, let's send it down to Brianna Dahlquist down on the sidelines. As the man of the weekend, Cam Newton. Brianna.
Hey, so Cam, first and foremost, we all know that you love the babies. God bless the babies, you always say. Why is it so important to be right here in Atlanta for your foundation?
Well, it's extremely important being that, Atlanta, I have deep roots in Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta originally. And, for people to see, me as a positive force, that's something that means so much to me and my family. And having this classic starting off in Westlake High School is something that we want to do annually. And we've been doing it annually for years. And just to see it this year and to see how it's grown is great.
Now, your foundation, Cam Newton 7-on-7, talk about your role in the Atlanta community.
Well, we just want to give kids opportunities, outlets. And I can remember when I was in high school, it was very scarce opportunities. And if you wasn't, if you didn't have good size, speed, or strength, it was very unlikely that you would be saw or get the attention needed, to go to the next level. And that's all we want to do. We want to give kids opportunity. We want to open up their eyes so they can dream and see what the next level is. And thanks to this young man, behind me, my father, we just want to do that and not only give opportunity to do the game of football, we want to mentor these kids and let them know what it's going to take to get to the next level, whether it's football or just life in general.
Now we know you're ATL all day, but without being biased, what are you looking forward to most, and what are you excited about most tonight? Without being biased.
It's hard for me to go against, my alma mater, but, just to see the showing and people supporting, I think that's extremely key. Like I said, I'm from here, played on this exact field, and used to dream and wish to get to the position that I am at in life right now. So when the next person come around, hopefully that they have it in their heart to do the same thing.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Cam.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Brianna. And Alex, as we were down chatting with Cam Newton, the Volunteers got on the board, the Marcus Webb keeper. So now we have Westlake up 12-7 with 6:55 in the second quarter. The Westlake offense taking the field after the kickoff for 1st and 10. Ball is marked down at the 27-yard line. And it's the freshman quarterback out there again for Westlake, but he hands it off. This handoff is going to be to Jamari Sermons, junior running back, for a nice pickup, nice chunk play.
And here's what you saw on that
man down on the sideline. That is Reginald Summage. believe.
We have a man down on the field.
Reginald Summage, number 12, down for Westlake. That's not 12. I'm gonna stop guessing numbers.
It's all good. It's all good.
I thought I saw 12.
Here's what I'll say this. Here's what you saw about that Jeff Davis offense the last time down. The coach finally got into a rhythm. He was able to go inside. He was able to get his quarterback out on some bootlegs. And they were able to pass the ball as far as passes from a heavy set. What we mean by that is they had more blockers in, you know, that is, as far as that the defense could bring. And the quarterback had time to make just a couple of passes, make enough passes. You can run the ball, you can get things going, and they tempoed Westlake. Tempo them, tempo them, tempo. Get those big linemen tired and move the ball, and they score a touchdown.
That's Stacy Crockett, who is down for Jeff Davis, able to get up and walk over to his sideline under his own power. You like to see that.
That's good.
Always a good sign when you can get up and walk yourself. So it'll be first down for the Lions after a big pickup. All the way at the Jeff Davis 39-yard line. Lions have a long way to go. It's the freshman quarterback going to throw it. That's Chase Lloyd. There's that guy again.
Told you
Chase
about
Lloyd, first down.
Told you about him. The guy can play some football, man. Here's one thing he does well. He accelerates out of his cuts well. And see, running routes isn't always about just running hard as you can. It's not all about that. It's deception. As soon as he comes out of his cuts, he makes good speed out of it, and he's open every single time.
If I'm Westlake's coach, I'm liking what I'm seeing from my freshman quarterback, R.J. Johnson, right now.
And they're about to go after the replacement here. See if they go up top with this blitz.
R.J. left his man out to dry there on that one.
Yeah, that was high.
Yeah. Pass ball's incomplete, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
You still like to see the big receiver catch the ball because here's the thing. He's one-on-one now with that cornerback. And I can't tell how tall that cornerback is out there, and I know he's bringing everything he has, but it's going to be a heck of a tackle for him.
Oh, yeah, now look at the receiver and sees that too. It looks like he has no help.
Exactly. They're calling it quick.
We're going to see
They're calling
at
it.
the top of your screen right now.
And see that safety can get over.
The safety's cheating over there.
Yeah, they called it off.
It's going to be a handoff here.
Ball's on the ground.
Ball is out, and it is recovered by Jeff Davis. The Volunteers have it. A turnover.
That
ends
was
the Lions' drive. And the Volunteers, with a little bit of a momentum swing right there, they had the touchdown, they get the turnover, and we got a game.
That was a great job by that Jeff Davis defense. If you saw instantly that defensive lineman reached in and ripped that thing out. The running back from Westlake tried to hold on to it as best as he could, but there was nothing he could do. And once you get those big boys on that ball, you just, hey, they got it.
6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Jeff Davis down 7-12 right now. They have the ball at the 47-yard line. Handoff to Rance Lee. Lee cuts up, crosses midfield into Volunteer territory.
And Rance Lee's pulling double duty, playing corner position. That's the cornerback we were just talking about a second ago. And obviously getting here and running back and just trying to find some space.
Well, when you're a dude,
yeah,
you got to be out there. Coach can't take you off the field. Handoff to Ernest George, swallowed up. No gain. Gain of 1 on the play.
And I'm surprised they haven't went back to that heavy twins look with 2 tights. Let's see if they go back to it here. Number 11's coming back in the ball game, so make sure, look for him. He's probably going to get the ball right here. If he's in the game, he's probably getting the ball.
Well, Jared German is in the backfield with Marcus Webb.
They're trying to spread him out here.
We know what we've seen every time he's in the backfield.
See if they go with that toss play again. Up the middle.
And it is a handoff. And he's going to be tackled short of the first down, so it's going to be 4th and a yard for Jeff Davis.
Now here's a big decision.
under 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Here's a big decision right here. Does Jeff Davis punt it? Looks like they're not going to. I can't blame the coach. I wouldn't punt it either.
And German going off the field for Jeff Davis. Marcus Webb on the keeper, picks up the first down. Taken down by the Lions defenders at the 33-yard line, 1st and 10, Volunteers.
I like the quarterback. I like him. I'll tell you what, he's finding an open man when he's been given time, and then running the ball, he's been consistent. That's all you're looking for. Be consistent when you run that ball. He's doing a great job.
He's fired up. He's giving it to his guys down on the left side.
Low snap. That's going to hurt
Hand
him.
off to Ernest George. George picks up a couple.
If that snap's not low, they pick up probably a couple of more yards on that.
It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Volunteers. Marcus Webb in the shotgun.
Oh, nice move.
Hands off.
Nice move.
To Rance Lee. Lee taken down short of the first down, but it'll be 3rd and short. And we have a timeout. Westlake wants to talk about it and give his defenders a little break.
You know, here's what I love, man. Westlake came with the blitz. They said, look, we're tired of you getting, your yards and everything like that. Westlake came with the blitz. Rance made that first man miss because it's going to be a free man in that blitz all the time. Rance made that first man miss, picked up some positive yards, and here's what we're saying right now. Stay ahead of the sticks. And what we say by staying ahead of the sticks, you want to keep below 3rd and 5. You don't want to be in 3rd and 5. 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3 is manageable 3rd downs. That helps the offense move the sticks. And right now it looks like they're about 3rd and 2, 3rd and, I guess, 1. And let's see what they do with this.
Well, they have 3rd and 1 when they come out of this timeout.
Again, please support the Westlake PTSA. We are selling gourmet popcorn for only $5.
It's going to be Marcus Webb, the shotgun. Volunteers keeping it tight. What does that tell you?
They're either going to try to run or they're going to try to get – yeah, they're going with the quarterback.
With his lead block, Marcus Webb keeps it. Holds on to it, gets the first down. Taken down at the 18-yard line.
Again, what we said, right? Go with the heavy set. It is what it is. And here's the thing. Sometimes offensive coordinators talk themselves out of positive plays. It is what it is right now. Your quarterback is being successful running the ball. You're being successful running the ball with your running backs between the tackle. Stay with it. Stay with it.
Volunteers looking at tempo. Webb this time hands it off to Ernest
Great job by
George.
defensive
Taken
line.
down in the backfield for a loss of 2 yards. 20-yard line. As time winds down in the second quarter, under 3 minutes to go. Westlake leads 12-7.
That's a great job by that defensive line right there. I think you're looking at a situation where Westlake is saying to themselves, okay, we don't want to give up the big play because these guys are shifty and they're making people miss. So right now, it's like they're playing safe right now in the secondary. They're not being as aggressive as they were earlier, and we'll see what type of defense they'll run here.
2nd and 12, 3-by-1 formation. Marcus Webb drops back,
Up
goes
top.
up top, man coverage. Great defense right there. Break up what would be a touchdown.
Fantastic play by the corner.
Westlake stands, sidelines, they're all loving that PBU.
Fantastic play by the
3rd and
corner.
long for the Volunteers.
Because, again, what we said, they're going to look to take advantage and make some plays. Smart call by the Westlake defense. They're saying, okay, look, they're trying to get on the scoreboard right now. Let's play safe. Let's believe in our defensive line. D-line, you got to make some plays for us. Secondary, we're going to put you in good position so you can make a play on the ball.
That same 3-by-1 look.
They're coming. Offsides.
It's going to be encroachment on Westlake's defense, so 3 yards for Jeff Davis on 3rd and long. It's not what you want to see.
No, coach going to be giving him an earful when he comes to that sideline next time. But here's the deal. You're going to see if this defense is a unit right now. They can rally around each other and say, hey, it's okay, we're going to pick you up. It happens.
Against the defense against the Lions.
So it'll be 3rd and 7.
There he goes.
Marcus Webb keeps it. Looks like he has enough for the first down, so it'll be 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. This Westlake defense looks tired.
Here's what you're watching. You're watching classic, go with what works. They always have a saying, KISS, keep it simple. And that's exactly what they're doing right now.
Your guy, Jared German, back out on the field.
Oh, they gonna give him that ball. He gonna get that ball.
He's standing next to Marcus Webb.
Yeah.
We know what that means.
He gonna get that ball.
They hand off to German. German picks up 4 yards on the play. So,
here's
second and goal from the 4-yard line.
He's a perfect goal line runner. Big body, thick body on him. He can get downfield. They're coming straight downhill.
And they go to him again.
They're coming straight downhill.
Picks up a couple of yards. And we have a Jeff Davis player down on the field after the pickup of 2 yards by Jared German. Helmet's off. Looks like he's in a lot of pain there. But 1:22 left to go in the second quarter here of the Cam Newton Classic, the start of a really special Labor Day weekend here in Atlanta. Westlake taking on Jeff Davis out of Montgomery, Alabama. Right now, Westlake up 12-7 in the second quarter. It's been a game that has been dominated early by special teams. There have been turnovers. We've seen flashes of offense, Alex. But really, this one has been one that coaches probably aren't going to love when they go back and watch the film.
No, you have games like this where everything, it's not necessarily going the way you wanted to go from an execution standpoint. But, look, at the end of the day, you're still in the game. You're still in the game. If you're still in the game, you still got a chance. You just got to clean up your issues, and they'll fix all that in practice and at halftime when they go into the locker rooms. But right now, both offenses are saying, okay, what's working? Sometimes you look at the game plan and you got to put the game plan to the side because we're not executing like we want to. Okay, guys, what's working? And let's go with that. And that's what you're seeing right now with Jeff Davis. They're playing two-man game. Hey, they got the running back going. They got the quarterback going. That's exactly what they're doing. They're telling that offensive line, look, we're going heavy set. Fire off that ball. Not even think about it. Put a hat on the hat. Let's fire off the ball. Let's see what we can do.
Jeff Davis coaches now making his way down to the injured player. Medical staff has been attending to a player for the past couple minutes, but the coach is making his way over there. And that's never a good sign when you see a coach make his way over there and take the headset off.
Yeah, because usually the coach kind of stays back.
We see a stretcher coming out onto the field, and it's not what you want to see.
No, it's not. Usually you see a coach stay back, but once you see that coach walk out, that's when you know it's possibly something that, we'll say best case scenario, just takes him out for a little bit. Hopefully he can go ahead and take care of himself and come on back. But we'll see what's going on.
More medical personnel making their way onto the field. Look like they're waving the stretcher off.
That's good news. Hopefully that's good news.
.122 left to go in the second quarter here at Westlake High School. The start of the Cam Newton Classic. Jeff Davis out of Montgomery, Alabama, here to take on the Westlake Lions. Right now, Westlake up 12-7.
And really what you've been looking at this entire game is maybe not the best execution offensively and defensively. And the only reason why is because you've had penalties. That's really it, The plays have been exciting. It's been some great football going on out here. But the story of the game has been special teams. That's been the story of the game.
We have a player down on the field for Jeff Davis. He's been down for 4 minutes now. They had a stretcher come out waiting in the back of the end zone. Waved him off. And, that volunteer player that is down is being attended to by a lot of medical professionals, coaches are over there from Jeff Davis. And the Jeff Davis players taking a knee as they wait to see what's going on with their brother.
And Alex, you know, one thing I'll say is, well, what we do, you know, Born to Compete, we see a lot of football. Looks like a young man's on his feet right here.
Players up, being helped off the field. It's like he's hopping, not able to put any weight on that foot. And this is what you love to see. You got his teammates coming out now to help carry him off the field.
Like we were saying earlier, you know, you see a lot of football, you know, and you see a lot of football as well, from high school to youth to college pros. And it's a physical sport, but you never want to see nobody injured. You know, look, it's a physical sport. You're going to get touched up a little bit. It's going to be some physical altercations out there. That is the nature of the sport. Football is football, but you never want to see injuries.
Never want to see injuries. And as the Volunteers offense comes back on the field, they will have 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. 1:22 left to go in the first half. Westlake leads this game 12-7. But the Volunteers knocking on the door and looking to take their first lead of this game.
I think they come. So you have a stoppage on the play.
We have a timeout from Westlake.
I think Westlake wanted to see what type of formation they were going to line up in. And I think
personnel, I think they wanted to see if Jared German was going to be out there on the field, because, you know, those 2 plays leading up to that 3rd down have been plays that were handoffs to German.
Exactly.
And he was moving.
And I think what you're going to see here is a run-pass type of option for the quarterback. He's going to back up, and it's going to be whatever he sees. That's probably what the coach is going to tell him. Hey, if we're going to release somebody, if you see it, and you have to see it right now from formation. If you see it, go ahead and stick with the pass. But if you feel confident in that run, which he's been successful with, go.
It's what Marcus Webb has been doing all game, and it's been working for the Volunteers as they knock on the door of taking their first lead into this game. 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line with 1:22 left to go in this opening half of the first game of the Cam Newton Classic at the beginning of a really special weekend here in Atlanta. Jeff Davis out of Montgomery, Alabama, with 3rd and goal at the 2. Marcus Webb takes the snap, keeps it himself, and gets in the end zone. And Jeff Davis has his first lead of the game.
They weren't even playing with it. They were going to run from the jump. That was it. They're saying, hey, our guys are better than your guys up front. Here we come. That's all it was. Got another guy down.
And another Volunteers player is down. And his teammates are calling for trainers. Man. You know, there are just some certain moments in games, whether it be high school, college, pros. You know, like you were saying earlier, we know that football's a physical sport.
Yes.
We know it's a brutal sport. We know it's a gladiator sport.
Yes.
But we lose sight of that often because of how much fun this sport is.
Yes.
It's moments like these that just really bring you back and really remind you how tough these games can be and how brutal and unforgiving this game is.
You know, we've always had a saying, I know we're born to compete, we've always had a saying that, look, once you put the pads on and strap them up and step on this field, hey, man, respect is there for you. Because it takes a special type of person to play football. It takes a special type
for everybody.
It's not for everybody. It takes a special type of person to run full speed into another person and enjoy it. You know, and again, nothing's wrong with that. But, again, at the core, football is a physical sport. Hey, the intimidation factor is there. Good to see this young man on his feet running to the sideline. But the intimidation factor is there, but you don't want to see nobody injured.
Jog off to the field. So, it's a good sign.
Yes.
Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, they just tossed him his helmet. Looks like he's moving around pretty well.
As the Volunteers are on attempting this extra point. The extra point is good. So Jeff Davis has a 2-point lead. They lead 14-12 with 1:16 left in the opening half of this opening game of the Cam Newton Classic.
Hey, great drive. Great drive by Jeff Davis. They put it together, great play calling, made their way down the field. Here's what we're going to look at now, though. Is Westlake going to play it safe, and they're going to say, hey, we're down by 2? Are they going to be aggressive enough to say, you know what? Well, I don't even know if they can kick a field goal because that's special teams. Might get blocked. You never know. So, and let's see if that affects their decision. You know, right now, you want to drive the field, try to see if you can get 3 on the board if possible. Hey, ideally, you want to put 1 in the tub.
Westlake's had a lot of success. Westlake's had a lot of success with their special teams, specifically their kickoff and punt return teams. They are certainly hoping for a big return here to get some good field position with 1:16 left on the clock before they head into the locker room for halftime. Down 14-12. Kick is fielded at the 5-yard line by Westlake. Michael Robinson takes it all the way down to the 40-yard line.
That was a nice return. He had a nice return earlier on a punt return as well. So he's seeing the field pretty well as far as, you know, in the return game. He gets a positive yard, gets to the 40. Now they got a little bit over 1 minute left. Let's see what the play calling is here.
1 minute and 7 seconds left on the clock. Ball is being marked at the 38-yard line. So they have to go 62 yards in 1 minute and 7 seconds.
They got the freshman quarterback in right now. He loves to go deep. Now look at those safeties. They're high right now. So they're going to probably be in the quarters look.
R.J. Johnson takes the snap. Going to take what the defense is giving him. Pass complete to Chase Lloyd. Pick up 6 yards, 2nd and 4. Another player's down. This time it's a Westlake player. So we have another break for an injury. Alex, if you're down on that field right now, if you're a player, you've seen 3 guys go down in the span of, 5 minutes or so, less than that in game time. What's going through your mind? Because you can't let this kind of stuff creep into your mind. You can't second guess what you're doing out there because that's how you get hurt. If you're a coach, how are you keeping your guys focused while also being concerned about your player, obviously?
You know, the tough
It's
part.
tough.
The tough part in sports is the next man up, and that's how you're trained. From a little kid, when these guys start playing football at 4 years old, you know, it's a tough world of sports. But you literally look at it as such and such down, they'll call the other man up right now. So the other man's he's in the huddle right now, ready to go, and they're ready to go. So they haven't necessarily moved on, but they moved on to the next play.
It's Westlake sophomore offensive lineman Desmond Evans walking to the sideline with a little bit of limp, but he's walking off the field under his own power, always a good sign. Westlake's offense back out on the field. 2nd and 3. 1 minute and 2 seconds to go before halftime.
And again, this is the freshman quarterback back in the backfield. Look for him to want to go up top. See if they play the quarters defense on him.
Man's in motion, R.J. Johnson fakes to him, goes up top. Chase Lloyd. Another big reception.
Yeah.
If you're the Volunteers, why don't you just bracket Chase? He's their guy. He's the only guy that's really been able to do much of anything.
Well, and here's what you're seeing, though. They're playing the quarters defense, so they're getting everybody by it. Those corners getting out of there, those safeties getting out of there, and they're trying to avoid RJ, which I'm sure the scouting report will come in, that he loves to go deep. So they're trying to avoid that here late in the game. Late in the half.
R.J. Johnson doing a good job of taking what the defense is going to give him.
Oh, look at
Here
that
he
job
comes
there.
back.
Look at that job.
Takes a sack. Big sack right there by number 59 for Jeff Davis. That is Devin Thomas.
Hey, that's the way you play football. That's the way you play football right there. He literally destroyed the blocker in front of him. And when he saw that quarterback lined up, he had him dead to rights. He was coming to get him. That's a fantastic job by him. And what it does is it doesn't necessarily kill the drive, but it takes away time.
Timeout Westlake, 47 seconds left on the clock. And Westlake has a long way to go. 2nd and a mile. Let's just call it 2nd and a mile.
You know, here's the thing, though. Westlake has actually had good protection in the pass game. So we're going to see if the coach has enough confidence to say, okay, RJ, we're going to go back to what we've seen. I'm not sure if it's an option route out there or they're calling the curl routes or comebacks on the outside and just saying, okay, hey, let's stay with it. We still move the chains a little bit, get in the field goal position. And, hey, let's see what happens.
2nd and long for Westlake. Freshman quarterback R.J. Johnson out there on the field for Westlake. Volunteers showing blitz again. They come. Johnson keeps it. Taken down around midfield.
I think as time goes on, he's going to learn to get down.
As the clock continues to roll, Westlake quick to get back. Line of scrimmage and snap this ball. 25 seconds to go in this first half.
They're
R.J.
coming.
Johnson going up top.
See, receiver make a play for him.
And
what do they call it?
What are they calling it? They're calling him down at the 1 yard line.
Wow.
I don't know about that. It looked like he reached and got in there.
I thought he did for a second.
Listen,
Tip drill.
that was incredible. 10 seconds left on the clock. They have to hurry up and get to that, because as soon as that ball is marked,
See if
that
they're gonna
clock
spike it.
is going to keep rolling.
If they're going to spike it, or they're going to go with it.
Westlake looking like they're set up to spike the ball. The clock is rolling now, and they do spike it and kill the clock. 7.5 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and goal.
Wow.
2 yard line.
Wow, what a play. What a play. You know, and that's what you always tell your players. Stay alert, stay around the football when you get a chance to, and that's exactly what they did. We said earlier, RJ's a kid that loves to go deep. That's what he's going to do. They play that quarters coverage, so that secondary is deep. But he had enough faith in his guys saying, look, I'm about to put it up there, and we're going to find out what you can do.
RJ, is scared?
Yeah, he'll pull the trigger.
It worked for him there.
Yeah, it worked for him there.
It might not work for him every time, because there were a lot of Jeff Davis defenders around that ball, but luckily his guy was there to pull it in. So,
you know, it's that old saying, would you rather be...
Timeout taken by Jeff Davis.
It's that old saying, would you rather be good or lucky? You know, it's that old saying, would you rather be good or lucky? And sometimes you just want to be lucky.
Luck has Westlake in prime position to retake this lead and head into halftime. Feeling good about this game because you are leading.
Yeah.
Has it been pretty? No. But it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, the result is all that matters. And you could be going to that halftime locker room with the lead. It's always a good thing.
Hey, as they always say, right? You win the game, doesn't matter. Just have more points at the end of the game. No one cares. And you can win the state championship 1-0. Those rings still gonna stay state championship on them.
A little over 7 seconds left on the clock for Westlake when the offense does retake the field. It'll be second down and a yard to go. Westlake down 14-12 right now to Jeff Davis out of Montgomery, Alabama.
Let's see if Jeff Davis bring a little bit of heat. And this looks like that's what they're going to do.
Johnson in the shotgun.
He's going up top.
That is caught in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown Westlake. Lions have the lead going into the locker room at the half. Assuming Jeff Davis doesn't return this ensuing kickoff.
That is very true.
Maybe I shouldn't assume that, but.
You know what? I am surprised Jeff Davis still brought the blitz because Westlake showed the exact same thing the play earlier. I mean, they really did the exact same thing. But Jeff Davis stayed with it, and hey, one-on-one opportunity, and they went up top. Probably gonna do it again. Yep, there we go.
Going for two here. Broken up in the end zone. So Westlake leads 18-14 with 2 seconds left before halftime.
You see what they're trying to do. Westlake says, look, I don't think outside you guys can stop us. They don't think their corners are big enough for the Westlake receivers. Westlake receivers, some big guys down there, man. They can go get that ball, and that's what you're seeing right here. And the young quarterback, RJ, like we said, he's more the passer of the two quarterbacks. They're going to let him let it rip. That's what he's doing. He's not scared to let it go. Once he hits that drop on that back foot, that ball's coming out, and he's going to make a decision. And what I like about what the Westlake staff is doing, they're saying they're going to live with it. Whatever you do, just do it. We'll live with it.
Ever since R.J. Johnson came on the field, we haven't seen any of Jimmy Inman.
You know what? Jimmy's a different quarterback. Jimmy's more of a runner. And I think for this last drive right here, they just needed to pick up more chunks of yards that you can't necessarily get through the running game. So it was probably a better decision. As you see, it resulted in a touchdown.
Westlake kicking it off, a squib kick. To roll down this clock. Jeff Davis just falling on it. We got a little bit of extracurricular activities going on after the play there as we get ready to head into the locker room for halftime with Westlake leading 18-14 in a game, Alex, that hasn't been pretty, but it's been fun. It's been a fun game. Early on, we had special teams highlighting this one, but Westlake has found its offense. I think Jeff Davis has found its offense too. Both teams have found what's worked. What are you expecting in the second half?
In the second half, I expect more ball control and for them to execute better. Because right now, the game plan both teams came in with, they're not going to use anymore. They've thrown that game plan out. What you're going to see right now is, okay, guys, what's been working for us? And that's what they're going to stick with, whether it's Jeff Davis or whether it's Westlake. They're going to stick to what's working, and that's what you'll see a lot in the second half.
That's all about what's working, and right now, the band is working on the field at halftime. We're going to take a quick break, but we're going to leave you with the band.
Can you get a picture of me when we're recording the game again, when the game starts? Like, this is my first time. This is my dream to actually be working for the news station. Yeah, so this is a blessing just to kind of even reach this level. Okay. Just when the game starts, you see me kind of recording.
Excited by your cologne, your hands, your smile, your intelligence. You woo me, you court me, you tease me, you please me, yeah, you school me, give me things to think about, ignite me, you co-write me, you like me.
Make some noise! ATL, it's time to turn up! Yeah, baby! Hey, let's go! Let's go! We finna turn up! Hey, that's all right, that's all right, that's all right. Hey, hey, let's go! Hey! Y'all sing along! Get me going! Let's go! Watch this. Shake, 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 shake. You gotta make some noise! Assistant band director Tavares Marlowe, professional instructor Lieutenant Darrell Dance, instructor Richard Wiggins, fire coordinator Jay Little Lesko, lieutenant coordinator Chandra Stevens, and special thanks to our band boosters. ATL, we hope you enjoyed our show.
All right. Let's start the show. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting our mighty Lions of Westlake High School. The band is under the field direction of Troublemaker. This right here, 100 Hertz. Let's go! Please show her some love. Lions will bring you the sound of Before I Let Go by Frankie Beverly and Mays. I'm bringing my Christopher Williams with the Father Dad Band, featuring for the first time anywhere, the ladies of Blue Rain Dance Team. Now sit back as we slow it down to the sound of Escape with Who Can I Turn To? That building recognized. Wow, by Coach Malone. Sauce all over you by Coach Bango. And oh, like that road by Little Mouse Steps.
On the field with Lee Carter, head coach, Montgomery, Alabama, Jefferson Davis High School. Now listen, we've seen some injuries tonight. Can you give us an injury update?
Well, in the first half, we lost our senior fullback, James Johnson, dislocated patella tendon. He's going to be all right, though. He's in the back right now. Doctors are looking at it, so we're hoping for the best for him. Besides that, got a couple of guys who caught some cramps. Got to make sure those guys stay hydrated, be ready to go for the second half.
Absolutely, and you guys are ready to go, right?
Absolutely.
Locked and loaded. Thanks so much, Coach.
No problem.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Brianna. 2 minutes left in halftime. Westlake up 18-14, Alex. What are you expecting from these teams in the second half? We saw some offensive splashes in the second quarter.
You know, one thing I can say is I like what Marcus Webb has done at the quarterback position. You know, when he's found an open receiver and he's had time, he's went ahead and delivered the ball. But mostly they found success with him running. So you're going to see them continue to do that. With Westlake, yes, have they found success running the ball, kind of going outside the tackles a little bit when their offensive line has been able to sustain those blocks? Yes. But I look for them to bring in RJ at quarterback just a little bit more so they can get a little bit more cushion so they can go ahead and move the ball and hopefully get some points on the board.
So we saw them move on to RJ Johnson late in the first quarter. You're expecting them to start the second half with him?
Either they'll start the second half with him, or if they come out with Jimmy, it'll be more of a run-dominant game plan. There's something they've seen where they're going to say, Jimmy, okay, look, catch the ball. We're running some draws. We're running some RPOs, and we're just going to try to move the chains and stay ahead of the sticks. Can I give a quick shout-out, though, man? We got to look down here. You got Coach Kareem Reed, who's at Griffin right now, who came back, or who's here tonight, but he was the coach at Westlake last year, and he's the one that really turned this Westlake program around. When they were struggling, he's the one that came in and helped lead those guys to the semifinals.
Now, he's the athletic director where? What school is he at?
I know he's a coach at Griffin. At Griffin now. He's the coach at Griffin, the Griffin Bears.
You know what? No, Griffin. That's what I'm thinking.
Yes, there you go.
Look, I got my coach. Look, so many coaches. I'm getting
no problem. No problem.
He's at Griffin. Okay.
No problem. And they won big time last week. I want to say they put a 40-piece on the scoreboard.
Just a couple seconds left in halftime. Both teams out on the field. Westlake and Jeff Davis getting ready to start this second half.
You know what I will say? Look for them to go to German a little bit more. Number 11 from Jeff Davis has been playing fantastic football. And here's the deal. They've been kind of holding them off because you see a lot of their guys go both ways. But as you see this game get later and later in the game, look for them to use their studs just a little bit more. They got some dudes. You got to use them.
All right, well, they just put some more time out on the clock here. I guess, the band didn't get off the field quick enough. So let's send it to Wes Blankenship, who caught up with Westlake's athletic director earlier today and just talked about how special the Cam Newton Classic is and how special to have it here at Westlake.
All right, we're at Westlake High School for the Cam Newton Classic tonight. You have an alum like Cam Newton. You want to get him involved with your current football program, and Athletic Director Carl Green joins me now. Thank you for joining me, Mr. Green. What an exciting weekend for your program. I know you're still tying a lot of loose ends up right now, but what can fans expect as they show up for this matchup tonight?
They can expect a very well-run family atmosphere. Everybody's coming out. We got a new coach this year. A lot of people are really believing in the coach. We got a young team, but we got a young, talented team. So the past 2 home games, we've packed it out. Everybody's coming out. As a matter of fact, we're close to selling out on our pre-sale tickets just because everybody wants to come out and check out the game.
What does an alum like Cam Newton mean to a place like this at Westlake?
Westlake is rich in tradition with athletics, and someone like Cam, being a Heisman Trophy guy and just doing what he does in the league, it's big. A lot of the kids are excited. They just actually want to see his face. A lot of the young kids who haven't seen his face. And him coming out and coming back to the school was definitely one thing when that was presented with opportunity I didn't want to turn down.
Looking forward to it. Going to be a big night. Thank you, Mr. Green.
I want to give a shout out to Leo Blackburn, number 23 from Home and Family.
Alex, really special to have Cam Newton back in town and to be hosting such a special event for these kids.
You know what? We've been very fortunate to know about the Cam Newton Foundation for years, and we've worked with them since they first started. And here, what you're seeing out here is him. That's who he genuinely is. You're seeing him. He's at the event all day long. He's not just a player that puts his name on something and he's not here, or you're hoping to see him for 5 minutes and then he's gone. He's here all night tonight. He'll be here all day tomorrow around the kids. At every event he's at, he's there. Even with his 7-on-7 team, he actually coaches. He's there at the practice. He's there spending time with the kids. He's calling them if they need just a little bit of support, just from just a mentorship type of aspect. He is very involved. That's a lot of things that people don't see that they really should give him credit for.
As we get ready to start the second half, Jeff Davis will get the ball first. They are down by 4 points. They start this second half. 18-14 is the score. Westlake, the home team, leading this opening game of the Cam Newton Classic, the beginning of a really special weekend of high school football, the Labor Day weekend here in Atlanta. Westlake's kickoff team is out on the field and ready to go. The Volunteers are now on the field. And we are getting ready to start the second half as soon as the ref gives a signal.
I tell you what, man, I don't know what's going to happen here in this second half, but hopefully we can get some water up here or something. That's what I'm thinking about right now, Alex. I see you got the head nod going.
I got you with water.
You got me.
I got you with the water. Uh-oh. The kickoff is dropped. That is Ransley trying to make something out of nothing, and he's not able to do it. Taken down inside his 5-yard line.
Yeah, I know at this point right here, when you see something like that happen, it's a panic that goes off in your head as a returner, and you just, hey, just get something positive out of it.
Jeff Davis is going to have to go 95 yards. They want to put a touchdown on the board to start this second half. Saw a lot of good things from both defensive lines in the first half, and I would expect much more of that as we have Marcus Webb of Jeff Davis setting up the shotgun. Rancellee late to come on and join Webb in the backfield. Handoff is to Rancellee. Picks up a couple. Second and 9.
Yeah, down here I don't expect them to do anything really fancy. You know, just look to get a couple of yards, play it safe. You know, but again, here's what we talk about with the play calling, with not having success on special teams. You know, they're probably going to have to push it a little bit because they've had so many issues with special teams punting the ball.
Handoff is to Lee again. Taken down for a loss this time. And Marcus Webb talking to his lineman, telling him that he needs some push. He needs some push from the big fellas up front.
Well, I know when Westlake went into halftime, I'm pretty sure those coaches motivated that defensive line and with their kind words they said to them. And so you've seen that defensive line play a little bit better. Plus, they're by the goal line. They're trying to get a safety.
Snap, Marcus Webb. Marcus Webb being chased down. And he is taken down in the backfield.
Great tackle
by a bunch of Lions defenders. And it is going to be 4th and long. And the punt team is coming out on the field.
Hey, I'm telling you what.
Davis.
This coach right now is, in his mind, he is going crazy. He has no idea what's about to happen on this punt.
We have another Jeff Davis player down on the field. He's getting up and walking it off. So 4th and 11. Jeff Davis is going to be punting out of their own end zone. We saw a semi-blocked punt, return touchdown. They kind of started this thing off for Westlake in the first quarter. They got 2 men deep down for this one.
You know, if I'm Westlake, I'm going to go get it.
That right side,
you gotta
wide
go
open.
You got to go get it.
Nobody's down that right side for Jeff Davis.
No, they were able to get it off.
Westlake.
That was risky.
That was risky. Fielding that punt. But Westlake will take over at the 39-yard line where they will have 1st and 10.
You know, that's what it takes to be a good punt returner. You have to take chances nobody else will take because it's not easy sitting back there with a ball coming your way and with, 11 guys coming your way too. But, they still have to make some work out of it.
And it's Jimmy Inman that's going to get the start at quarterback for Westlake.
Yeah.
So like you were saying, that tells you that they're going to be starting with more of a running style offense.
Yes. They're going to look to run it. If they pass the ball, it's going to be some short passes, maybe some screen games, see what they can get going.
Inman,
there you go.
Quick pass. Out to Derek Britt. Picks up 4 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 6.
I am a little shocked that Jeff Davis, when they see him come in the game, they're not walking those corners down. Because the spread is really just to create space. That's all that is, just create space.
Inman hands it off. Running back almost taken down in the backfield, able to make little something happen and pick up 2 yards.
But you would like to see, if you're going to put him in there, if he is a runner, let him be a runner. Let him do what he does best.
We have another Jeff Davis player down.
We have another man down on the field.
Both teams huddle up on their sidelines.
Looks like a stretch, looked like a cramp. You know, and that's the things you worry about in the beginning of the season.
Hydrate, kids.
Yeah, exactly, because it's so hot out here. It's the beginning of the season. You know, it's the first time, you know, obviously they had a game last week, but it's one of the first times of the year where you're really putting, you know, effort out for 4 quarters. You know, so you're going to get tired. You're going to get tired, and, you know, you're going to get a little dehydrated.
Can I tell you a secret? Just me, you, and whoever's watching the stream.
There you go, the millions. Yeah.
I've never caught a cramp.
Are you serious?
I don't know that feeling. I don't want to know that feeling. I've never broken a bone.
Really?
Never caught a cramp.
Yeah.
I've never experienced that. It looks painful. All that looks painful.
I've done all that. I've had multiple broken bones, multiple cramps. You sure?
Look, I've been blessed with good fortune, and I hydrate.
I'm just saying, I saw you working a newscast the other day, man. You were sweating. Looked like you were, you know.
Because I hydrate. That's body cooling itself off. You know? Look, I'm a sweater.
I thought a cramp was coming. You know, I didn't know, you know.
All right, Jimmy Inman takes a snap on 3rd and a couple. Swing pass out there. Ball is out.
That's what you expected.
And they're calling it incomplete on the field. That's one of those bang-bang plays.
Yeah.
They're calling that one incomplete, so it's going to be 4th and 4 for Westlake.
I tell you what, yeah, man, I don't know, you know.
And
from up here,
the offense is staying out on the field.
Yeah, from up here, it looked like a fumble. But, look, if they blow that whistle, it's dead. It is what it is. But it's exactly why I told you. I was surprised they had to walk their corners down earlier, because once you change that quarterback, you let that defensive coordinator know, hey, I'm not going downfield. For whatever reason, they feel that the quarterback can't do it or whatever. I don't know what it is. But they just have a different game plan with this quarterback, Jimmy.
Jimmy Inman still under center for Westlake. In the shotgun, Zena Mubla to his right. Inman, quick pass.
Yep.
Caught. Out to Bubba Blackburn.
That's what you're going to see.
And that is enough for a first down.
Yeah, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see. Again, I'm just very shocked. They have not walked those corners down whenever Jimmy's in the game, because here's the deal. I'm going to test you, and you're going to have to go up top. You're going to have to go up top for me. I'm going to put those safeties deep, and I'm going to walk those corners up, and we're going to see what you can do.
Jimmy Inman, trouble and wrapped up in the backfield for a short loss. Look at the near side field right here. We got the near side of the field on the Westlake sideline. We got Bubba Blackburn and Rance Lee lined up on him. Look at that height difference.
Yeah. They've been chirping at each other a little bit.
You got 3-by-1, 3 defenders on this side. So, I mean, you got it. All right. Inman's going to keep it.
And that's what he does.
Whoa. Lit up. Huge hit there by Stacy Crockett.
I love it. I love it. If you're going to be a defender, you're going to come downhill. Come downhill. Don't play with it. But you were right, 3-by-1. Again, what you're seeing a lot, Westlake's formation, they're just trying to create space. So if Jimmy's running, he's going to run. Let him be a runner. Let's go ahead and let him do what he's going to do. And when they pass the ball, look for them to go, like I said, with the quick game, with the hitches. I'm surprised they haven't ran any slants yet.
And that's got to be what they're doing, because see Bubba still lined up so far away. That's such a long throw. That's a long throw to make. Handoff. A lot of room to work with. That is Zena Muba for the first down. Getting a little shoulder there from Rance. Let him know he's there. Let him know he's there a little bit.
I like the way the receivers are blocking outside. When you see big runs, 10-plus yards, 20-plus yards, a lot of credit goes to those receivers, man, because they're holding off those corners from coming down and making a play on the ball.
1st and 10.
Got a little size in the backfield there.
From the 18-yard line. 13-yard line. Pass complete.
And great defensive play by number 16 to stop the touchdown, Williams on the tackle.
They're going to have to mix it up.
So it'll be second, looks like 7 from where I'm standing for Westlake.
Yeah, they're going to have to mix it up. Like, again, I keep saying, either let Jimmy be Jimmy and let him run the ball, which is fine. But those throws to the sideline, you know, right now, those corners, they kind of got a rhythm for it now. So they're coming downhill, and they're making plays on the ball. You got some space over here with the slot.
And Jeff Davis wants to talk about it. 6:22 on the clock. Westlake leads 18-14 in the third quarter of the Cam Newton Classic. Lions knocking on the door, looking to add to their lead. They're at the 10-yard line. Still have the opportunity to pick up a first down. They are not looking at that first down. They're looking at that end zone.
Yeah, they are. You know, I would like to see them take a shot here. You know, you got the size advantage outside. Why not go ahead and take a shot and see what you can do? And again, but we talked about it, you know, earlier. You know, you have an issue within the kicking department, so they're probably not going to look to kick a field goal, so they're going all 4 downs here.
Tell you what, Rensselaer's an athlete.
I agree.
He's scrappy.
Yes.
He's an athlete. He doesn't care how big you are.
Yeah. Cool thing, right? He returns the kickoff. You know, they get tackled there. He runs out of the game, comes back in the game, and runs the ball and picks up a couple yards on their drive earlier.
Second down for Westlake. Jimmy Inman trying to get his offense set. They're looking to add on to their lead here in the third quarter.
Going with a bunch formation.
Of the opening game of the Cam Newton Classic against Jeff Davis. Ball is snapped. Inman keeps it. Makes his way just short of the first down. Looks like he's going to be 2 yards short, and it looks like he's limping.
That little bit of hesitation cost him some extra yards.
And just like that, RJ Johnson. Oh, no. RJ was about to come into the game, but he gets called back. So,
I get it. I get it, Jimmy. I get it. Hey, go ahead and walk that thing off. Say you're all right. Next play.
Third and short for Westlake. Ball is snapped. Ball is fumbled.
Ball on the ground.
Might have changed hands a couple times at the bottom of that pile.
Yeah.
And Jeff Davis, their defense holds. Flags are thrown.
Hey, as we
a
say,
lot of flags.
As we say, somebody put the money on the ground. You can't put the money on the ground.
Let's see what this flag is about. I have a feeling it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. And just from where I'm seeing, it looked like a Jeff Davis player came out with his helmet off, so I have a feeling this is going to be going against Westlake. Oh. 2 personal fouls, so those penalties will offset. So it's just going to be Jeff Davis ball. Huge stand from that defense.
Yeah, you know, and to speak about that personal foul there, things were getting a little bit chippy going into halftime. You could tell the players kind of getting after each other a little bit. But right now, with Jeff Davis having the ball, again, what we said earlier, go with what works. Now they have a little bit of a breathing room. Last time they were up against their own goal line. This time, look for them to open up the playbook just a little bit more as far as letting their quarterback getting running. And if we see number 11 come in the ball game, you already know what time it is. If you see German come in the ball game, you know what time it is.
And we'll see what this Volunteers offense can do. Down 18-14 on this third quarter. Taking the field for the second. A little trickery here. And that is Marcus Webb throwing an interception. So the Lions not fooled at all.
Is that Chase Lloyd again?
By the double pass.
Is that Chase Lloyd again? Is that Chase Lloyd again?
That was Chase Lloyd.
He's been making plays. He's been making plays consistently. You know.
Chase Lloyd, all hands team.
Yeah. They got back there. They ran a trick play. The receiver had gotten deep, had gotten behind the defense. But the quarterback, I just don't think he had the arm strength to get it back there.
Trying to see which quarterback is out there now. Is that the freshman? It looks like it is R.J. Johnson out there. Yeah, because I see Jimmy Inman on the sideline here. So we had a quarterback change. R.J. Johnson, now the guy for Westlake. And you know what that means? It means that the Lions are about to air it out a little bit.
Yep, going up top.
Penalty flags are down. False start against Westlake, so the ball's moving the wrong way.
So a cool thing with R.J. Johnson, R.J. actually played for Cam Newton's 7-on-7 team this past spring and summer, and he was coached by Cam Newton. And here he is at Westlake as a freshman, you know.
In the Cam Newton Classic.
In the Cam Newton Classic. The funny thing about this, just a couple of years, last year, not even a full calendar year, he was on stage winning the best quarterback for the 8th grade for the state of Georgia, our B2C Youth Football Awards. And here the guy is out here doing a great job.
Well, he's the guy for Westlake right now. Ball snapped. Johnson gets it out to Chase Lloyd. Lloyd makes up a lot of ground.
And it's coming out on time. It's coming out on time. You got to get it out there a little bit stronger. You got to let it go a little bit more. But it's coming out on time, and I know Chase Lloyd is very happy about that. Chase Lloyd is looking like the player of the game.
He's making a lot of plays for this Westlake offense. He's found the end zone.
Had an interception.
Had the interception.
Doing a good job.
Plays. Handoff is taken by Zena Mubla. And that is going to be enough for a first down. So Westlake's offense moving the ball once again. Aside from that turnover, they really haven't struggled to move the ball in this second half, Al.
What you're seeing is when RJ comes in the game, again, it's just different offenses. Nothing's better or worse. We won't say that between two quarterbacks. It's just different. You know what I'm saying? As far as RJ can go down the field. He can stretch the field. And we're going to run the ball. We get running out of the running back. So that's kind of what you're seeing, more traditional offense.
Blitz picked up.
There had to be offsides.
Got there. That's encroachment. So
he got there just a little bit
3
early.
yards. Yeah, he got there a little too fast.
Yeah. They're putting safety help over here at the bottom of the field. So they're still going too high. See if they run the ball.
Formation for Westlake.
He's going up top.
Going up top.
Yep.
Broken up in the back of the end zone.
Yeah. They figured that out. They figured it out. They figured out that RJ is going to go deep.
But that's a good ball from RJ because he put it in a spot where only his guy could get it, or it was going to go out of bounds. That wasn't going to be intercepted in bounds.
Exactly.
That's where you want to put that ball.
Exactly. You know, and what you'll probably see here, see, we're looking by a 3-by-1.
3rd and 5 here for Westlake.
Trips on that top side. If they go back to the middle again, be more into the middle, they're going to tell RJ, let it rip. See it do here on 3rd down. Because, again, without a good kicking game, you know, I think they're in 4-down territory.
If you're Jeff Davis, you're trying to find Chase Lloyd right now. Chase Lloyd at the top of your screen. Got the blitz coming from the left side. Westlake doesn't see it. Ball is out. No signal from the refs yet. So they're calling it Westlake ball. But it is going to be 3rd and long here for Westlake.
That blitzer
what was second and manageable is now
Yeah.
turned into third and long.
That blitzer hit everybody in the mouth. The running back that was blocking and the quarterback.
3rd and 9, ball snapped. R.J. Johnson.
Good call.
Lets it out. And I'll tell you what. Is that Derek Britt? No. That's DeMarco Williams with the catch. And they are marking him just shy of the first down.
Every 4th down is shot from the Lions in the red zone. Another catch by number 3, Britt.
So it's 4th and 1.
So now with the dummy call right there, they recognize they got a blitz coming. That's why they had to get up out of that. Whatever play they had in there, it wasn't going to protect them from the blitz, and they knew it.
Westlake's offensive line hasn't been able to do anything when Jeff Davis decides that they're going to blitz.
Yeah.
Volunteers decide that they're going to come, they're coming.
They can get there. They can get there without a problem. And that's what you saw exactly right there. Westlake gave him a dummy call. RJ gave him a dummy call, and basically saying hike and obviously not snapping the ball. That's what we mean by dummy call. Once they did that and recognized that they were coming with a blitz, RJ instantly looked over to the sideline, and that coach called a timeout and said, well, come here. Let's switch that play because I don't know if we can protect you.
Westlake taking a timeout to talk things over. 2:43 left in the 3rd quarter. Westlake with the lead, 18-14. In this opening game of the Cam Newton High School Football Showcase.
They've had successes running off tackle with their running backs, going deep. A little bit of those out plays have been working, but those hitch routes has been working really well for them as well. So let's see what they do here.
4th and 1 for the Lions. Lions lining up in shotgun formation. Ball's handed off, and Jeff Davis is all over it. That is going to be a turnover on downs. And that's absolutely deflating if you're Westlake.
Yeah, like I said, they didn't change what they were going to do. Jeff Davis showed blitz before the timeout. They showed blitz again. You can see that when you saw the safety walk down. They're coming. They tried to run off tackle because they've had some success with it, but they weren't able to block it up. And once they weren't able to block it up, they were in trouble.
The Volunteers offense takes the field. Marcus Webb and Rance Lee in the backfield for the Volunteers. Webb hands it off.
Good tough run.
Number 2, Ernest George.
And he had a couple of good runs earlier. They kind of went away from him a little bit.
They had a couple good running backs. Ernest George has been back there doing his thing. Rance Lee has been doing his thing. And, of course, Jared German. It seems like these running backs they've all had their flashes.
Yeah, they've been able to run the ball on Westlake because their guys are shifty. We'll see if they can continue it right here.
Except for German. German's not flashy. He's just
he's about to give it to you any way you want it.
He's a thumper.
Yeah.
Be a legal procedure against the Volunteers. Have another shout out. Go DJ number 3. This is George.
Now this is where they get in trouble. When they're behind the sticks, now they're in trouble. Let's see what type of play they're going to call here. It's a great battle going on in the stands too with the bands.
I like that. Marcus Webb was going to throw downfield. Now he does. Just throws it away. So it'll be 2nd and long for Jeff Davis. They're trying to get something going in this second half.
You know, with the way Westlake has been stopping the run, I don't know if I run play action against them. I wouldn't do it anymore. Bring a heavy set look in, block it up, go in a 2-man route, and just have to go from there.
Marcus Webb keeps it himself, and he's
Other
got
than
some
that,
speed, and he's hitting that sideline. Fakes, cuts it back in.
Yeah.
No flag throwing, but Marcus Webb taken down at the 45-yard line. Looked like he was taken taken down late, but no flags thrown. But
and this
either
is
way,
what
it'll be a first down for Jeff Davis.
This is exactly what we were talking about, right? Go with what works. Sometimes offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, we overthink things, right? And you're trying to do something that, hey, we've been working on this all week in practice, so let's do it. We're going to do it. Look, every now and again, just go with what works. This is what's been working for them. They're bringing some heat, though.
Ball snapped on first down.
Great job blocking it up.
Rance Lee takes it for a pickup of 4. Make it 2nd and 6 for the Volunteers.
I think that right side of this offensive line for Jeff Davis isn't getting enough credit. They're picking up that blitz every time it comes from that linebacker spot.
Second and 6, ball is dropped, and Marcus Webb just goes down. Loss of 5 on the play, so it'll be 3rd and long once again. And Marcus Webb gonna keep it, go out of bounds. So that'll make it 4th and long.
Brings up 4th down for the Volunteers.
As the Jeff Davis punt team comes out onto the field. We have Jakari Christian and is that Chase Lloyd? No. It's hard to read these blue numbers on these black jerseys. You know, look, I always thought when I hear play-by-play guys complain about this, I thought they were just making up stuff. I never, you know, now I understand. Now I get it.
Yeah.
All right, that's my short rant for this. Time winds down in the 3rd quarter. The Lions offense will come back out onto the field and start this thing.
It looks like Jimmy's going back in at quarterback. Jimmy's going back in at quarterback, and again, here's what you're going to see. Screens, a little bit of RPO action, hitches. And we'll see if Jeff Davis made the adjustment on defense, and they say, look, we got to walk these guys up because they can force some turnovers, but you got to walk them up.
12 seconds left on the clock in the 3rd quarter of action. Westlake leads 18-14 as they snap the ball. Handoff taken.
Oh, he's out of there. He's out of there.
He's hitting the sideline, and he is pushed out of bounds finally. Looks like the 17-yard line. They're calling him out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and that is the end of the 3rd quarter. But a huge pickup by Zena Mubla. And as we get ready for the 4th quarter, Westlake leads this thing 18-14. No scoring in the 3rd quarter. A defensive stalemate. Both these teams just staring each other down. And I have a feeling that we are going to see a couple of lead changes in this 4th quarter, because I think these guys have figured each other out. I think that 4th quarter, it's the money quarter.
It is.
Make your money.
It is. You know, and what I think what you saw in the first half was you saw a couple of miscues, and the kids were excited, right? You know, hey, this is Cam Newton Classic. You got Cam Newton on the sideline, and for a lot of these kids, I don't want to say necessarily look up to him, but they recognize him as being somebody they see, right?
And Cam Newton down on the sidelines right now taking pictures with kids. And I'll tell you right now, as the temperature continues to fall here.
Yeah, that hoodie's looking better.
I wouldn't mind wearing a hoodie right
Yeah.
now. Look, I can wear a hoodie right now. Now, earlier in the day, Cam was tripping.
Yeah.
He was tripping earlier today.
But right now, it's looking like he's a smart man in the room.
He was preparing.
Yes.
Preparing for the future.
Yes.
I still can't get with that hat.
I thought you.
That's him, though. That's him.
I've seen you with one of those hats on before. I've seen you with one of those hats on before.
Nah, that's another guy. Another guy.
Matter of fact, you were doing the newscast right before you started. You put the hat on, actually.
All right, 12 minutes on the clock. Fourth quarter underway. Westlake at the 21-yard line. Trying to add on to their lead and start this season 2-0.
Oh,
Jimmy
nice.
Inman takes a snap, throws it all by himself. Is that Chase Lloyd again?
That was Chase again. What you had is you had a single high look. There was confusion over on the left side, or we should just say the top side, with the corners up there. There was confusion over there with the DBs. They ran a wheel route. There was confusion. Touchdown.
Tell you what, Jimmy Inman put that thing right on the money, too.
Yeah, he did. And we said, if they take a shot downfield, it would help. You got to do it, though. If you have Jimmy in there, and those are the 4 or 5 plays you're running, they know they're running, too. Even we're saying it up here. Those guys are just as smart as us down there with those defense coordinators. You got to do something. They went up top, touchdown.
Westlake lining up for a 2-point conversion here. Chase Lloyd one-on-one at the top of your screen.
There you go. This is what he does.
Inman going to keep it himself, and he is not going to be able to get it to 2 points. So Westlake makes it a 2-score game, 24-14, with 11:53 left to go in this game. What are the Jeff Davis coaches saying to their guys right now? Now this thing is a 2-score game, the largest lead of this game.
You know, I think they're going with the Kobe Bryant model.
I lied. It's not the largest.
It's not the largest, but I'm with you, though. I'm with you. It's still a big lead. It's still a big lead.
Tight.
Well, I tell you what, it's the fourth quarter. You're down by 10. It feels like the largest lead of the game. So here's the deal. Everybody's right now saying, give the ball to Marcus Webb, and everybody get out of the way. That's pretty much what they're going to have to do. He's able to pick up yards in bunches. As long as the offensive line can protect him, he can get up the field, going around the right side of that offensive line. He can get up the field and make some plays that will be positive for Jeff Davis.
Problem is, time is not your friend right now. You have a 2-possession game, 11:53 to go. Westlake's offense is moving. You need points, and you need them fast. So
yeah. But what they have to do is they can't fall into the trap.
We got Cam Newton still down there taking pictures with his fans.
And so what has to happen right now is they can't get caught up in the trap and trying to score right now. Again, move the chains. Look, you get 9 first downs, you get a 10th when they call it a touchdown.
Squib kip taken by Rance Lee. Lee
gonna
hit that sideline, and he is taken down by one of the last Westlake defenders who could have taken him down. Big return, and he's limping right now.
He's probably tired.
No, it looks like he is in some pain. He's trying to walk it off right now.
And they need him to.
He was in that offensive huddle. He's walking away from that right now. He's walking it off. He is taking off his helmet.
Look, and he's been doing it in the return game. He's done it on offense, running the ball, and he's done it on defense as well at cornerback, giving you some good minutes.
He's taking his helmet off, and that would be a huge loss for this Jeff Davis offense. So here we go. We got the Jeff Davis offense back out on the field, down 24-14, 11:44 to go. Marcus Webb takes a snap, hands it off to Ernest Jones, picks up 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
I'm not sure how much they're going to get trying to do that right there, but again, it's all about getting the sticks, getting ahead of the sticks. I'm surprised we haven't seen German come in the game and run the ball a little bit more, especially at this time right here. You need 4 yards at least. All your plays need to equal 4 yards, at least.
Marcus Webb going to keep it this time. And he is going to pick up the first down as he approaches midfield.
And again, we talked about going around the right side of that offensive line. That's where a lot of the chunk of their plays have came from, a chunk of their yards have came from. If they stick with that, you're going to see them move the chains because they've shown that side can dominate the Westlake's defensive line.
First down for the Volunteers, man in motion. Maybe a little too much motion. And Marcus Webb getting his linemen right. As they move the wrong way once again. Trying to get everybody's mind right. That's a leader right there. You want to see your quarterback do that.
You do.
He's not getting in their face. He's just saying, hey, guys, let's go. Let's focus.
Come on. We got it. We got it. And you saw, hey, look, he just got his attention. He said whatever he needed to say to him. Tap him on top of the helmet. Come on, big guy. I still need you.
Marcus Webb alone in the backfield. 3-by-2 formation for Jeff Davis. Safety comes down.
Switch it to a man.
Westlake. The ball is...
We haven't seen that since the first half. What you saw is they showed the two look. What they did is they walked that safety down for a man, and they walked the other safety high. They were in literally cover one right there. That was man defense the entire way. If he had caught that ball, he might have had some room to work with because, again, when you're a man, you're more than likely to trail and you're behind the person. It could have been the right call, but the play wasn't executed properly.
It's going to be 2nd and long for Jeff Davis. Volunteers need something to happen, and it is not going to happen right here. That is a big man taking down Marcus Webb. That is Isaiah Watley.
They're going to have to figure something out because he looks tired. Quarterback looks tired back there.
They need him.
Yeah.
But it's 3rd and a mile. We got Chase Lloyd back deep. He's been a ball hawk. 3 safeties deep.
Gotta let it go.
And Chase Lloyd got a hand on it, but the ball falls incomplete, and it's going to be 4th down, and we are going to see the Jeff Davis punt team come out onto the field.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you saw right there. That defense, they said, okay, look, let's get some space between us and the receiver because here's the fact of the matter. That quarterback hasn't showed us he can beat us deep with his arm yet. Not to say he can't do it, but he hasn't showed it yet. He's going to have to show us, basically. That's what Westlake is saying.
There's 3 safeties in the middle of the field. They were giving him the outside.
Yeah, they were giving it to him. They're going to dare him to make that throw.
We got Jaden Falston and Jakari Christian back deep for Westlake. We got a penalty flag out, back by the kicker, and that is never a good thing.
No, see what they call
for the return thing, for the return team.
Jeff Davis is looking for a little something here to kind of help him out a little bit. Legal shift.
So penalty against Jeff Davis, Westlake declining that. So the ball marked out the 42-yard line, and that is where we will see the Westlake offense come back out onto the field.
And let's see who they go with here. If they go with Jimmy, they're going to go with a more conservative approach. Again, they're up by 10 points and just say, hey, let's just move the ball. Let's not hurt our defense here who's played a great game.
It is Jimmy Inman out there.
That's what we figured it would happen. And let's pick up some first downs. Even though the freshman is phenomenal right now, look, you want the older quarterback out here. Hey, be calm, take care of the ball. Let's pick up some first downs, punt if we have to, but let's not do nothing crazy right now. So looking for a conservative game plan.
A little bit of confusion with the Jeff Davis defenders. A lot of guys moving all over the place.
They got a mismatch outside. Let's see if they switch the play and take advantage of this.
I have a feeling somebody's not in position.
Yep.
With how much movement we just saw.
Well, we haven't been able to sort out this penalty, but we do know the Lions have possession on the 37-yard line.
First down for Westlake with 9:37 to go in this game. Inman hands it off. That's Zena Mubla picking up 4 yards on the play.
I like it. I like it. They say they don't always like to cutting back across the field as a running back. I always believe you should put your foot in the ground and get upfield, but at the same time, pick up positive yards. And that's what you need right now.
What you need to do is you need to stay in bounds. You need to keep that clock moving.
There you go.
What you really
there
need
you go. There you go.
Positive yards, stay in bounds, keep the clock moving.
Because their defense has played phenomenal. So you don't want to put your defense in a bad situation where they're fighting on their side of the 50. You don't want that.
Inman takes the snap, quick pass out to Rodney Shelley. Shelley shakes the defender and picks up the first down and gets to midfield.
A lot of credit has to go to Leftwich, the left tackle, getting out there on that screen. You love to see the big man move right there. That's his play, right? When they hear that in the huddle, X screen or whatever they call it in the huddle, he knows he can get a big shot on that cornerback. So he gets out there, gets a block, and the receiver takes care of the rest, picks up the first down.
He's talking about Ja'Kiah Leftwich Jr., offensive lineman right there. We got a handoff.
All that was set up because of Jimmy. All that was set up because of Jimmy. Jimmy gives the ball, but he still carries his fake out. And when he carries that fake out, you see those linebackers hold a little bit, just enough where that running back can go ahead and get up the field.
I'll tell you what I really liked about that. I liked Horst Lockett, number 55.
Yes.
Finished his guy and then just stood over him.
There you go.
Didn't talk to him.
Yeah.
Didn't touch him. Just stood there. Let him know.
You know what I did. You know what I did to you.
These offensive linemen for Westlake are working right now.
Yeah.
And it's the right time to finally be working.
Exactly.
We have another Jeff Davis player down. Top of the screen. He is able to get up and make his way to the sideline. Westlake looking to put the finishing touches on this one. The 24-14 lead, just over 8 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter at Westlake. Jimmy Inman, quarterback for Westlake right now. Gets the snap on first down, quick pass.
Good job.
What a move by Corey Dixon to get inside the 5-yard line. Shaking a couple of defenders, spin moves.
That's good football. That's good football. And what you're doing is this play calling is great right now, and everybody's doing their job. They bought into what the offense coordinator is saying. They're blocking like they're supposed to. They're catching like they're supposed to. And here's the deal. Jimmy put the ball exactly where it needed to be to give his receiver a chance to not only make a play, but here's the deal. Get some yard after catch. And then you can let him do what he does as an athlete, break the tackles to get upfield.
First and goal from the 5-yard line for Westlake. Ball is handed off.
Block.
And that is a touchdown for Zena Mubla, and I think that this game is over.
And I want to say that was Darius Meeks right there with the pancake block on the outside. Got me a little excited, man. I love linemen. I love to see the linemen do their thing because you can't do nothing without them. And that block right there, the running back just walks in. Hey, look, somebody go ahead and cue the band. Now, even though we say that, they can't put up points fast because they still got that man in the backfield.
Listen, I don't think it's happening. I know there's 7:25 left on the clock. And I know that that's a lot of time.
Yeah.
But it's a
tall
possession game.
Yeah, it's a tall ask.
It's a lot to ask.
Yeah.
It's a lot to ask for an offense that hasn't been able to do anything in the second half.
That is true.
Westlake's offensive line gets all the credit for that last drive as the Lions are lining up, trying to go for 2 points right now. Jump ball picked off, so another 2-point conversion attempt. No good. So it's 30-14, 7:25 on the clock. Westlake in the lead. And look. Jeff Davis, kickoff return, taking the field. Volunteers need points, Alex. They need them fast. Down 16 points. 7:25 to go.
They're going to need a big play.
Reginald Summage back on the return, taken down. Just to reach the 15-yard line. So
you know, I don't see.
Have a long way to go.
Yeah, and I don't see Rance out there. Maybe he was rested for this play, but I do not see him out there right now. I haven't seen German touch the ball this whole second half. So we're going to see, you know, what's going on, what the coach has going on as offense coordinator, see what he's going to dial up.
Yeah, I didn't see Rance. He'd been playing defense. I didn't see him that whole defensive series.
Yeah.
I don't see him out there right now. That's Ernest George in the backfield with Marcus Webb.
Yep, and they're walking him up now. They're walking him up. Here they come.
Blitz coming. Webb, screen pass.
Oh, man, that's great football. That's fantastic football by that defense end. Here it is, guys. If you want to be a defensive end, play with a fantastic motor. You'll get recognized. They have a blitz call. He comes upfield. He sees that it's a screenplay. Once he recognizes screenplay, he instantly makes his way to the running back, doesn't slow down on it, ends up making a tackle. That right there, when they see that on film, that's what the coaches will be excited about.
Marcus Webb, second and long. The 15-yard line. Ernest George in motion, takes the handoff. George tripped up, taken down for a short gain.
Again, that defensive end, he's having a phenomenal ball game.
Dedicate this game to Uncle Walt, known as Big Meat. Do it for Walt, number 74. This shout out is dedicated to Walt. Do it for Walt.
Donald Harris running for his life. Finally taken down. No gain. And it is going to be 4th down for the Volunteers as the offense stays out on the field. As the clock winds down, 5:30 left in this game. Marcus Webb.
Nice.
Pass complete to Reginald Summage for the first down. Just when you think they're done, playmakers make plays.
You know, they have the quarterback to do it. You know, is it just enough? And that's really what you're looking at. You got, you know, a little bit over 5 minutes left in the game. You're looking for some chunk of plays. They got to make something happen.
Handoff goes to Ernest George. Picks up about 5 on the play. Makes a second down.
Don't forget, fans, make sure that you pick up your children and all that are looking for a ride. Make sure you pick them up at the flagpole.
Timeout on the field. Both teams get a chance to talk about it. 4:47 on the clock. Westlake leading the opening game of the Cam Newton Classic, 30-14. Taking on Jeff Davis out of Montgomery, Alabama. Jeff Davis' offense out on the field. Need some magic, Alex.
We're going to see.
They need some
going
magic.
up top.
And Marcus Webb going for it.
That's a good throw.
Overthrows Reginald Summage.
That's a good throw. I'll tell you what, that throw was actually where it needed to be. The receiver looks like he kind of tripped up a little bit. You know, and this game is a game of inches. You know, that one little trip right there, one little stutter step, you know, you don't get that ball.
Taken down for a loss. Brings up 4th down. 4th and long. Situation they were just in and able to convert. Can Marcus Webb make it happen again? He's been doing it all. He's been doing it all for Jeff Davis all night.
Yeah. If he runs, he's going to run around this right side. But if not, you know, they're going to see if they can get a pass, maybe, you know, sidelines.
Snap.
Bad snap.
And
oh, still good find. Good find. Oh, just overthrew him.
Incomplete. So Westlake takes over on down to 3:53 to go in the game. The 16-point lead. I think that just about does it here.
Yeah, I think it does, man. Here it is. Webb gave you everything tonight. I mean, he really did from the quarterback position. He ran the ball pretty well. I mean, there was a moment in there where he was throwing, running the entire way down the field. Why they went away from that, why they went away from German running the ball as well, I'm not quite sure. Maybe there's an injury on the sideline, something that we don't know. So we can't tell everything up here. But those guys came, they competed. But, hey, look, once the rah-rah, the hoopla calms down, then football starts. And I think that's what happened in the second half. Westlake just showed they were a better team.
Westlake's offense taking over at the 43-yard line. All they got to do is run this clock out. Handoff goes to Zena Mubla. Flag is down.
They're set against the Lions.
penalty makes it 1st and long for Westlake. 3:45 to go in this game.
And just some games that are going on right now. You got Pace taking on Elka. Last year, Pace beat Elka in a close game. This year, Elka, they mashed gas on them, 41-0. Woo. They got a hold of them out there. Dutchtown versus Creekside. Dutchtown 49, Creekside 0.
Hawk runs, needs to run 1st down.
See if they're going to call that.
Pass attempt there from R.J. Johnson. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Stops the clock.
Yeah.
1st and long. I don't know about that call.
Yeah, just run the ball. Let's get out of here. And I get it. He's a young quarterback, so they still want to let him do what he does. But at the same time, look, run the ball, get out of here, call it a night.
Got another pass attempt from Westlake. But R.J. Johnson's going to run out of bounds.
Yeah, he's going to learn a couple of things here about clock management. Again, he's still a freshman, even though the plays he made were pretty good. From a clock management standpoint, hey, take the easy pass on the last play, let the clock run, and then here, don't run out of bounds. Whatever you do, don't run out of bounds. Another score update, Marietta 14-7 over St. Joe's right now. St. Joe's out of Philadelphia, fantastic ball club going on they have up there. McEachern Big 46-0. That's the team we talked about earlier that has a chance to, be mentioned as possibly a national champion.
Another pass attempt coming from Westlake. Pass is dropped. So the clock will stop once again. That's 4th down. I don't understand that series.
No, they make
4th down.
Yeah, they make much sense to me.
17 seconds off the clock.
That's not smart. That's not smart because now what you've done to your defense is
didn't give them any rest.
Yeah, you didn't give them any rest. Number one, you're putting them back on the field. Like, they're not mentally into it right now. They're not mentally into it. They came to the sideline thinking, hey, offense, pick up a couple first down, game is over. And look, at the end of the day, nobody deserves any excuses. This is football. Ain't nobody going to give you anything or give you any excuses. But at the same time, I think better play calling could at least ran the clock down to up under 2 minutes.
One is off, goes straight up in the air. That is
that's
not
a
good punt. So maybe Jeff Davis isn't done just yet.
Let's see. Another score update. Grayson 27, Tucker 14. Like I said, we got, here's the one great thing about Georgia. We've had some really, really good high school football going on here. Just think about it. The past couple quarterbacks that have been, talked about in college football, Cam Newton, Deshaun Watson, and Trevor Lawrence. All of them came from here. All of them came from Georgia. And Georgia's doing a great job right now putting out recruits. They're doing a great job at the youth level, developing, getting to the middle school level, and obviously at the high school level, just exceeding all expectations and getting to college.
I think you forgot a guy. You forgot Jake Fromm.
Yes, Jake Fromm. I apologize. I apologize for that one.
Got Marcus Webb throwing down for a loss on the play. 41-yard line.
And they're talking about Jake Fromm possibly being a first-round draft pick. Is he worth that? I don't know. We can debate that all day long, but it doesn't matter what we say. Only thing that matters is, the people that's cutting checks.
I think we're going to learn a lot about Jake Fromm this year.
I think so.
I
think so.
You can say a whole lot of things about him. He's a smart guy. He's not going to lose you any games.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's shown that he can make the play when you need him to make the play.
Yep.
And he is not afraid of competition. He ran off Jacob Eason.
Who I think is phenomenal. I really do.
Justin Fields. These are two
Again,
5-star
yes, phenomenal
high school quarterbacks that Jake Fromm came, competed with, and beat out.
Yeah, plain and simple, fair and square. People say they want to say, look, man, at the end of the day, it's about moving the offense and putting some points on the scoreboard. And here's what I'm excited to see. They blow the play dead. Here's what I'm excited to see. How does George Pickens do? And again, another cool fact, right? George Pickens played with Cam Newton 7-on-7 team out of Hoover, Alabama, played with that high school out there. Big, tall receiver, 6'3", 6'4". Big, and he fits perfectly in that system because he doesn't need the ball a lot. He can be a 50-50 guy. He can be running your curls. He can run your drags. Things that you can get big receivers going and doing. Being in front of the DB and the ball, and he'll fit in well. And we'll see what type of impact he has. I think he has a chance because George doesn't take so many shots downfield like that. I think he has a chance to really, really make a big name for himself. Him, Dominic Blaylock, and Tyler Simmons out there, who's obviously their veteran receiver out there.
Funny story about George Pickens. Before the viral video that we've all seen by now, that one-handed catch he made in practice, the insane catch. I mean, you've definitely seen it.
Yes.
I was at Falcons training camp talking with Jason Stanley.
Okay.
Getting a shot with the Falcons, played at Georgia. And I asked him, I was like, who are these receivers that, we need to look out for this year? George Pickens is one of those names he threw out.
Real
there.
deal.
And I was like, a lot of people are comparing him to A.J. Green, or calling him an A.J. Green type. And I was like, maybe it's too soon. And Jason looked at me like I was crazy. He goes, no, it's too late.
Yeah.
He's like, that dude is for real.
He's a dude.
You're going to see.
He's a dude.
And then that one-handed catch happened, and then I saw Jason recently, and I was like, you know what? He told me. He goes, no, you have no idea. And he named the guys that you just did. Pickens and Tyler Simmons are two guys that he told me are going to have huge years this year for Georgia. So, Georgia fans, I mean, listen, I know that right now people are not excited about the receivers, or that's the area of concern.
They should be, though.
They have some dudes there. They have some dudes there. So Jake Fromm, the cupboard is not bare for Jake Fromm.
If they love Miko Hardman, wait till you see Dominic Blaylock. Let me tell you something, guys. I don't know what he runs on the clock. I'm not here to debate that. What I can tell you is when he gets the ball in his hands, he is electric. Dominic Blaylock is the real deal. And if he gets his opportunity, I don't know what sets is going to come in, but when he gets his opportunity, he has a chance. You got Robinson there, too, transferred in from Cal. He's a very good ball player. And, again, when people see Tyler Simmons play, they're going to love watching him play.
Back here at Westlake, the opening game of the Cam Newton High School Football Showcase. Westlake taking on Jeff Davis out of Montgomery, Alabama. 2 minutes left to go in this game. Westlake leads 30-14. And this one is all but over. Lions going to start this season off 2-0.
Yeah.
After sneaking out a win against Creekside.
Yes.
Week 1. And earning a tough win against the team from Alabama that you don't know a whole lot about, that's coming here to show you that they can play some football. And tonight, Westlake showed that they can hang with them.
Yeah, like we said earlier, if Jeff Davis is about to make a ride all the way up here from Alabama, they're not coming up here to play around. This is a business trip. And they came, they competed. Hey, the first half, they got after a little bit. Second half, Westlake showed that they were a better, more talented team. And that's what you saw. They did a great job. But here's one thing I can say. Westlake looks like, if you're watching them, from a team standpoint, they're going to be a problem to deal with as they learn themselves more and more. I think that Creekside win was so big for them. You had a new coaching staff. They lost a great coach. You got some new players, including the young player, RJ at quarterback, and Avion at cornerback, the DB, number 18. You got some new players you're putting in playing varsity time. If you're going to get them, you should have got them early. Get them while they're young. Get them while mistakes were still fresh. Now what's happening is they're getting confidence. Now they're starting to believe they can win a lot of things. And I expect this team to, probably win region again.
As the time winds down, 1:27 on the clock. Westlake just going to run this thing out. 2nd and 9 to go. Handoff good for a pickup of 4 yards. We are now under 1 minute to play. Third down, or 1:05, the clock was stopped. We have a timeout out on the field. So we got Westlake players dumping water on their coaches. This one's all but over for them.
Yeah. Well, and what you're seeing now, folks, is Westlake is running what they should have did last series. You know, they had about a little bit over 3 minutes in the game. Should have just ran the ball. Short passes if you feel you need to pass. Go ahead and get out the ball game. So, like you said, this game is all but over. Hey, Marcus on the other side, the quarterback, gave us some great plays, did a great job over there. I like German. We're seeing German back in the game now here on the defensive side. Would have liked to see him get the ball more in the second half. I don't think he touched it at all in the second half for Jeff Davis. But, you know, again, that's all in the coach's game plan. Whatever they saw they thought would work, that's what they went with in the second half, and it just didn't work out for Jeff Davis. And it looks like Westlake's here is going to be victorious with a 30-14 win.
1:05 to go. Westlake waiting for the snap. Handoff. No gain. We are under a minute to go. And there is maybe 1 or 2 more plays left in this game. And then Westlake is officially going to be 2-0 to start off this season.
You know, well, here's what I'll take with me. Chase Lowe is the real deal. He's the real deal. It don't matter who's back at quarterback. It could be RJ. It could be Jimmy. It could be Alex and Alex right here, in case y'all don't know our names right now.
I got an arm.
Yeah, stretch it out.
I got some eligibility left.
Well, here's the deal. You never caught a cramp before either. So look, that's going to help.
The best ability?
Availability.
Is availability.
So I think Chase Lloyd showed everybody here tonight, showed people around the country that's watching that he's a real deal, man. He can get it done. And he fits into that mold of what you see at Westlake players. Very athletic.
And that will do it here from Westlake. The Lions 2-0 as they beat Jeff Davis 30-14. And the Volunteers are getting back on the bus and headed back to Montgomery, Alabama with a loss. They are now 0-2 to start off this season. So a big win for Bobby May, God, I can't look. I've been saying Davis so much. Bobby May, head coach of Westlake. Big win for him and his Lions.
You know, they did a great job tonight. Again, we talk about a new coaching staff. You got to come in here. You got to establish who you are as a coach. Obviously, you got to come in, you know, and earn the trust and the respect of your players, your parents, and the staff. And they did a great job, man. They've done a great job. So kudos to them for the win. They found a way to rotate the quarterbacks and make it work. Obviously, down the road, they're going to have to figure some things out because it's looking a little predictable. It's looking a little predictable. You got Jimmy in, you know what he's going to do. You got RJ in, you know what he's going to do. But as long as they got that defense, they can remain in the game.
What are your big takeaways from this game for Westlake?
Just keep working. Keep working. As they say, keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. Keep working. You got the players right now. And the scary part is they are young. That is the just terrifying part what you're looking at right now. So with that youth, it's only going to get better as the season goes on. Here's what I'm going to tell you. With that coaching staff doing a great job, by the end of the year, Westlake will look like a totally different team. They'll be executing better. They'll be flying to the ball better. And they might be blowing teams out.
And Brianna Dahlquist is down on the field with Westlake's coach, Bobby May, after the big win tonight. Brianna.
So Coach May, first and foremost, congratulations. Born to compete, ranked you, losing by 20 points, but you guys went exceedingly and abundantly. Tell me how this feels to you.
We don't really care about predictions. We just try to play our game. You know, we didn't play that well all the time tonight, but we played well when it mattered, so we're happy with the result.
How are you feeling right now?
We got a lot of work to do, but we're happy with the win. We'll take a win whenever we can get it.
All right, thank you so much. I'll leave you to celebrate. All right, back to you guys.
All right, so Bobby May feeling pretty good after that big win, 30-14, the final here at Westlake, starting off a really exciting weekend of high school football, the Cam Newton Football Showcase. And we will be back at it tomorrow.
Yeah, some good ball games. I tell you what, man, all those ball games tomorrow are going to be really good. They feature some great teams from Alabama and from Georgia. But the game I'm looking forward to is the nightcap. 8 o'clock, state champion versus state champion. Cedar Grove from Georgia, Central from Alabama. They ain't going to get it on.
Cedar Grove missing
Jermaine
Hazelwood. They're missing Hazelwood. But
Hazelwood is at Oklahoma now. Coach Jermaine Smith has moved on to Georgia State. It seems like everybody did some pretty good things. Everybody moved on. But we're going to see what Cedar Grove can do. They got Janarion Bonner, a fantastic receiver, sophomore. Rashad Dubion, another good, kind of like an athlete. They use him offensively and defensively. You know, so they got some players on Central side. They got Tucker Melton, fantastic quarterback. And let me tell you something, guys. If you ain't seen a receiver play all year long, you're about to watch a kid named E.J. Williams. Get ready. He's going to put on the show.
All right, we're getting ready for that tomorrow. Thank you for tuning into our stream tonight, and we're going to do this all over again all day tomorrow.